Hello everybody, and welcome to our weekly session of, well, normally I would say D&D, but this is not a D&D session because we had a lot of players who had other things they needed to do this week. So we are instead going to be playing a game of Mice and Mystics. This is an RPG in a box, and we'll go over some of the rules and all of that as we go. This is, I think I have played this before. I believe Danny has played this before, but it's been a minute. And neither Lance, who is not yet here, nor Brayden have ever played it before. So this could be interesting. Well, I hope, don't at me that we're doing this wrong, but I think I remember mostly how the game is played. I do have the rules set here beside me and in front of me, and hopefully I can make this go the way it is supposed to go. So you're along for the ride, and it's going to be quite the ride. Few quick reminders as we're getting started here tonight. All of the video content we produce does wind up on YouTube, so you can go out there and see all of the videos that we have made over the course of our streaming. Our main campaigns, side campaigns, board game nights like tonight, they all show up on YouTube. If you haven't already, once you get there, do hit like and subscribe, and make sure that you turn on the notifications so that you always know when we put new content up. We do also run our Discord server for those of you who want to keep track of when things are going on. We do try and put any changes to the schedule there on Discord. It is an active construction zone. We're actively working on revamping the server in some fairly major ways. So please pardon the dust. But if you want to keep tabs on when we're going live, anything like that, do be sure that you are subbed to that Discord server. The only other reminder is we would normally, we're trying to start up a second stream each week. This week is not going to be possible. First off, apologies for missing last week, but this week we are going to be attending FanX here in Salt Lake City, and we will not be available to be streaming on Friday night as we would normally. So keep tabs on the Discord for when we resume that. I think that is all I have in the way of initial announcements, so we will go right on in to the game. As I say, the game is called Of Mice and Mystics. It is a role-playing game in a box, and we are going to, I guess, go ahead and get started.
Hi, Ace.
Hello.
Hello. Prologue.
Oh boy.
Bedtime for Tip. Daz Bellows gave his son a stern wag of the finger. "Into the bed with you, boy," he said gruffly. Little Tip gave a hefty yawn and a stretch, and then climbed into his straw nest, his tail curling around him. Outside the tree, the wind was howling, and the snow was forming mounds. But inside, it was warm and dry, and Daz tucked Tip in with a thick blanket. "That's my lad," he said softly, and fluffed the scruffy fur between Tip's mouse ears. "Dream of spring and pretty things that bloom." He turned to blow out the enormous candle that stood in the corner of the bedroom, but Tip sat up. "Don't leave yet, Papa," he said. "The wind is fearsome tonight. Stay with me and tell me a story." Daz arched an eyebrow. "A story, eh? And which one do you have in mind?" Tip's tail twitched with excitement. "Tell me the story of brave Prince Colin and the kingdom of men." Daz chuckled and settled into the walnut shell rocker that sat near the nest. Candlelight danced over the face of his excited son. Very well, Mouseling, he sighed. Lay back down, and I shall tell it.
Change.
Oops.
Our story begins with a young human whose age was not dissimilar to your own. But the story does not begin in winter. Oh no. It begins in a rich and beautiful summer. And so Daz began the story, reciting it word for word with all the proper flourish, just as it had been told to him by his own pap many nights ago. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom of men, and it was ruled by good King Andon. King Andon was a kind and generous man and loved by all his people. But he was lonely as well, for he had to raise his son, Prince Colin, all alone. Prince Colin had grown into a fine young man, and the king was very proud of him. Yet the king missed his queen, who had passed away many years ago. King Andon spent much of his time with his advisors, and together they decided on how to best rule the kingdom and protect its people. They would order the construction of important buildings, ensure that food was plentiful, and forge alliances with neighboring lands, such as wealthy next door. But one summer day, a visitor from a faraway land arrived at the castle. She was heralded by dark skies and a chill wind. She was Venestra, beautiful queen of an unheard land called Darkland. She had traveled with a contingent of several hundred soldiers dressed in jet black mail, and she was escorted by King Andon's longtime friend, a pointy-faced man with a curiously curled mustache named Captain Wurst. Wurst claimed to have met the queen during his travels and insisted she come to meet the king. Venestra's visit seemed to lift King Andon's melancholy, and for this everyone in the castle was grateful. A mere fortnight after her arrival, King Andon proclaimed his love for Venestra. Colin and the king's advisors found this troubling. The following week, the king announced his intentions to marry Venestra. Colin and the king's advisors found this even more troubling.
Bro, you've only known her one night, bro. It's not
It's
true
moving
love.
fast.
It's just moving fast.
Ain't that
The marriage announcement brought dark days with it, and King Andon fell ill. His malady was mild at first, little more than a raspy cough and fatigue, but soon he paled and could not leave his bed. Tilda, the castle's healer, used all of the arts at her disposal, but no remedy that she knew of could relieve the king. She could only shake her head and say, "There is something strange afoot." As the king's illness grew, he began to struggle with even ruling from his bedchambers, and so he began to pass authority to Venestra. The Dark Queen put Captain Wurst in charge of the house guard, and he replaced most of the garrison with Venestra's own cruel soldiers.
First, the worst.
Men who bullied and bothered the household staff. Soon, most of the staff had fled the castle, save for those such as kindly Ms. Maggie the cook. At night, strange noises echoed down the empty castle hallways, and Ms. Maggie could only shake her head and say, "There is something strange afoot." During the day, Venestra could be seen gliding through the castle, scolding her soldiers who seemed able to do little more than brawl and break things.
Like physically gliding, like under her dress, she's got like just Heelys and he's just going.
The queen spent much time visiting the castle's forge, from which came sounds of hammering and hissing steam. Maginos, the castle's mystic, would stroke his beard and say, "There is something strange afoot."
Damn, Skippy.
Soon,
Please, yes, let it be a country bumpkin musician.
I'll work on it.
Soon Prince Colin could take no more, and so he summoned the king's closest advisors to a secret council in Maginos's laboratory. Burly Nez Bellows the Tinkerer was there, newly evicted from the forge where he had toiled for many years. Tilda the healer was there, as was old Maginos himself, he who had served Colin's family for generations. Together, the four hatched a plan to drive Venestra and her men from the castle and back to whatever terrible land they had come from. But they were too late. The doors to the laboratory were kicked open, and there stood Captain Wurst and a great many of his guard. The four were arrested for conspiring against the king, and Captain Wurst smiled cruelly when they were thrown into the castle dungeons alongside the worst scamps the kingdom had to offer. When they had been left alone, only Maginot seemed undeterred. He linked his fingers in a strange way, puffed up his chest, and blew into his hands. He let loose a high whistle, and a few minutes later, the whistle was answered by the appearance of his pet, Meeps, the tiny red ruby dragon.
Oh.
Meeps flew in unseen, high above the heads of the guards, and he flitted through the bars and landed on Maginot's hand. In his little jaws was a single strand of jet black hair. Maginot patted Meeps on the head and held the hair aloft for all to see. "This is a strand of Venestra's hair," he told them. "She is clearly a magical being of great power. This hair contains enough energy to allow us to transform, thus enabling our escape. But what mundane creatures should we change into? Whatever it is, we will have no means of turning ourselves back." Colin and his companions fell silent, unhappy at the prospect of not being humans. "Mice," said a voice from the shadows. It was Filch, the notorious thief. He had spent most of his life robbing the good people of the kingdom until King Andon's sheriffs had finally caught him. He now shared their cell. "We could escape into the sewers from here," he said, pointing to a small grate in the flagstone floor in the nearby room. "No one asked you, scamp," growled Nez. Suddenly, there was a noise from the guard room. There is no time for argument," shouted Maginot. He waved his free hand over Venestra's hair, muttering ancient words that time has since forgotten.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
At least some of time has forgotten. Disney.
Glowing
forgets.
Glowing motes of blue light fell from the hair as if they were water, and they began to swirl along the floor as if blown by unseen gusts. Soon the jail cell was filled with a brilliant maelstrom of supernatural power, and then, without warning, it burst and vanished. And where there had been 5 prisoners in the cell, there were now but 5 tiny mice. "Well, bother," squeaked Nez.
Well, I've done better.
Prince Colin and his companions marveled at their new diminutive bodies and at the once familiar castle that now loomed over them like the home of a giant. Maginot snapped them from their reverie. "We must move at once," he hissed. The party quickly scurried through the bars of the cell, their delicately padded feet making nary a noise. They passed under the chair of a sleeping guard and made for the large bag that rested against a nearby wall. Captain Wurst had bagged the weapons and other items his men had confiscated from them in the arrest. "Claim your belongings," whispered Maginot as he and Tilda opened the bag. "You must make your claim aloud, but remember to be quiet." Prince Colin leapt to the sack and quickly found his sword that was now many times too large for him to use. This is mine," he whispered, and instantly the sword shrunk to fit his minuscule hands. Soon Colin, Tilda, Nez, and Maginot had all rearmed and re-equipped themselves.
Just found an old toothpick. To be honest, it works.
When they climbed out of the bag, they found Filch grinning and holding a newly acquired dagger in his tail. "Now where did you get that, you little sneak?" Nez demanded. Filch jerked a thumb back at the sleeping guard. "He won't miss it," said Filch. "Or do you want to climb up and give it back?" "You cannot," said Maginot. "The enchantment has ended, and now our possessions are as permanently changed as we are." Suddenly, a shout of alarm arose from the cell they had just escaped from, and the sleeping guard awoke with a jolt. "Quickly, to the sewers," shouted Maginot. "Mice!" shouted the newly awoken guard, and then, "Now, wait a tick! Mice! These mice! The companions made a dash for the
That
sewer
doesn't
grate,
seem very likely.
but stopped.
We're running away.
The companions made a dash for the sewer grate, but stopped dead in their tracks when a terrible scream came from behind them. Turning, they watched in horror as the jail guards began to shrink and change shape, their bodies and clothing warping. Venestra, Prince Colin cried. She knows.
Venestra, she knows.
So
Yes,
our,
welcome. We figured
So-
it out.
our
Okay.
our objective for this chapter
Mm-hmm.
is to escape the castle by getting all of the mice to the old gnarled tree space in the courtyard before the hourglass marker reaches the chapter end marker on the chapter track.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take the extra characters. So I can just watch over them. And so then Lance can take
Okay.
whichever one he wants if he gets it.
If you
Should he shows up.
There's Tilda's mace to go with
Oh,
her,
good.
and if you will give, if
Oh,
The
The knife's right there.
Oh, thank
the
you.
dagger
There's the dagger.
goes to Filch.
And
Yes.
if you guys haven't picked your thingamabobs,
Oh yes, you should have an ability, and I should have an ability.
Yes. Your tinker options are these.
Or warrior.
Or warrior? Okay.
Yes.
These are the warrior options.
Okay, cool. I will do that.
I did not know that I would have to be a calling.
And Maginos needs to get the what? What?
I already have the magic staff.
Yes, but you need an ability.
I haven't got one yet.
Right. So which?
I haven't seen them.
Oh,
Are
those are
these
yours.
ones?
Yeah.
And
So I'm
I
going to
pick
draw.
one, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw the top 3 and pick one.
See, that's probably how you were supposed to do it, but I didn't
It
realize
doesn't
that
actually
it's...
say how to pick one. It just says
Pick
pick
one.
one. So
And I can use these whenever.
But they're
Faint.
class specific, so I guess you get to choose.
first aid or backslash.
Lance is, in fact, on his way.
Excellent.
Probably just that one, right?
Once per
course.
turn.
Let's see.
Once per turn.
I think Imaginos is going to take
I
just
think I am
Mystic
actually.
Blast, I suppose.
I think
Do you
I'm
wanna
actually
have
going to
me-
take.
The ones for Filch and for Tilda. And I'll
Oh,
take
yes.
Points
So...
Okay.
Where's
I'm
my
gonna
other
take
scamps?
first aid, I
These
think.
are scamps, and these are Teldas.
All right.
I'll just set Tilda there for a second.
So our victory condition is to clear the courtyard tile of minions and get all uncaptured mice onto the tree entrance space on the courtyard tile.
Where's our tree entrance in the courtyard?
We have to explore
We
to
haven't
find
played
it.
it.
Oh, I see, I see.
Defeat condition. If the hourglass marker reaches the chapter end marker on the chapter track before we've made it to the tree entrance space, or if all the mice are captured at the same time, the mice are defeated. Okay?
I'm going to give Filch Energy Rush.
Okay, say that one more time for my bad memory, so I remember
Which part?
the last, little chunk.
Okay, so the defeat condition is if the hourglass reaches the end,
Okay.
or if all of the mice are captured at once.
Okay.
All right?
If we're
I'm gonna
captured
take,
one by one, it's not a big
I'm
deal.
going to take Major Heal for Tilda.
Okay,
So
cool.
there's Tilda's
Excellent.
Scamp.
All right.
And I give him Energy Rush. So
That was one of the ones I was trying to choose between before
Yeah.
I realized we kind of needed a call-in, probably.
So what we're gonna do? Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
He's a feature character in the story, apparently.
Someone has to play it
they,
now!
They all are, so it's not a huge thing, but yeah. All right. So the initiative system for this game is actually based on cards,
Okay.
and the initiative tracker is here.
All right.
So
You might want to move off the initiative tracker. There we go.
So we already have as the starting part of the chapter, the scenario. We have our mice placed. If you're closest to it, if you'll point to them.
The one with all of the big groups of
Right.
people.
So all of our mice are placed there. We do also have 3 enemies, 3 enemy rats placed as well. We currently only have 3 of our 4 possible players. So we have 3 player mice and 1 card for all of the rats that we'll be encountering.
Okay.
So first up is the rats, unfortunately.
Oh jeez, they got the drop on us.
And then Nez.
Your Nez, right?
Oh, and I didn't replace Filch with Colin. But we will say
We do
that
have a Filch too, so.
yes, but we only have 3 players
For right
Okay.
now.
for right now.
Okay.
Alright, so the initiative order will be rats, so bad guys.
I get 1 cheese.
And I'll just hold on to these for a second. Just to...
What's that?
I get 1 cheese. When placing cards on the initiative track, if Prince Colin is not the first initiative spot, immediately add 1 cheese to his stash.
There you go.
I have 1 cheese.
You have 1 cheese. Alright, so there are specific rules for how
cheese!
the enemies behave. So
I'm
I'm
just
not
gonna
even
take
having
these guys
to
off.
worry about that. I just have to make sure I know what they are. Minions on the board. Okay. Moving a minion.
And I'll deal with this
Yeah.
section. So.
So, when moving a melee minion, which all of these are, first roll an action dice.
You want to?
Yeah.
I'll do
Okay.
it since you're gonna be reading.
Um,
3 shield.
okay,
dagger?
so we're only looking for the number right now.
3.
So 1 to 3. Minions will always take the shortest route to the closest mouse in an attempt to move onto the same space as that mouse.
1, and do I have to be on the space or next to the space?
Since there are only 3 of us, it will be moving onto the space.
Okay, I will just line us up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then, if a minion starts its turn on a space with a mouse, it will not move. If 2 mice are an equal distance from the minion, it will move towards the mouse that is highest on the initiative track.
Which is you.
Which is me.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So go ahead and do that for all 3 of them, and then we'll worry about. No.
Right. Okay.
Let's not do that. Let's go ahead and battle with that one since he's there.
Okay.
Bear with us.
So he's gonna go for you since you're the highest on initiative order.
After moving with a minion, it attacks 1 mouse if able using these rules. If a minion can attack more than 1 mouse, which it can,
Mm-hmm.
it will attack the closest mouse that has not been attacked during this turn. If more than one of those closest mice has not been attacked this turn, or if they have all been attacked this turn, the minion will attack the mouse that is highest on the initiative track.
Okay.
Alright.
Would you like to be the one that attacks first?
I should be since I'm highest on the track.
Okay. What do I have to roll for rat attack?
Okay, so it is a.
My brain just went straight to that Japanese yodeler.
Yeah.
Okay, so making an attack.
Rat attack.
Rat attack.
Yeah, this isn't good.
Getting into it real early here. Okay.
There is a learning curve to this.
A little
Bear
bit.
with us.
Okay. Roll a number of action dice equal to the battle value. So you will roll 2 dice.
Okay.
And you're looking for daggers or daggers and shields.
1 dagger, 1 shield,
Okay.
and a bow.
Okay, so the bow is not
It's
going to count.
just specifically for range.
Right. It's specifically for ranged attacks. All right. Now I will.
defend?
I will defend.
What is your defense?
I only have a single defense.
But he only had a single stabby.
Right.
And that's one defense. Or is that a cheese? It's a cheese. Sorry,
Whenever a player is
shield.
attacking or defending
kinda.
for minion. Making sure this is going to work the same way.
I see cats in our future.
Okay.
I refuse to believe
For every
it.
sword
That I
shield,
see.
if a
No,
mouse
it's
inflicts
me,
one,
I
so
swear.
if creature player on the left, for every sword shield rolled, the minion blocks one of the attacking mouse's hits. Each hit that goes unblocked inflicts one wound. Whenever a player is attacking or defending for a minion, or if player is attacking, defending. Okay.
We all need more dancing cheese
Okay.
in our lives.
So I'm going to wind up taking a wound, which is not great.
No, well, you've got the most health, so.
It's a good thing.
Not
it
good.
Seems slightly appropriate
Ouch.
that you're the one that gets beaten first.
Right.
Take that, take the cleric.
But I did also roll a cheese.
So do you get a cheese?
A minion.
You do get a cheese.
I don't.
And then you roll the cheese. I would think
So clearly you would get a cheese.
Every sword shield roll. Whenever a player is attacking or defending for a minion, if one or more cheese symbols are rolled. Doesn't say anything about. Oh,
There you go.
Well, I happen to be
yes,
that
I do
says,
get one cheese.
when you roll a cheese, you get a cheese.
Yes,
Of course, in my case, I get 2 cheeses.
I was looking in the wrong spot, but yes, I do get a cheese. Cheese.
Alright, that combat is done.
Okay, so that's one. Now do
Roll
the same
for
thing
each
for the other two.
Okay. For this guy, 2.
Uh-oh,
1, 2.
For this guy, 3.
uh-oh.
Can they go diagonal, or are we doing
Yes.
2, 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're being shackled.
Big and
Yes.
ugly. I don't like them.
They're coming.
Alrighty. Well then, I am next up
Do the thing.
in the initiative
The
order.
things with the stuffs.
So I will attack the rat in our space with my hammer.
What is your hammer damage?
So I've got
Stop.
it
Hammer
is
time.
the same.
Stop that.
I can't help myself.
So I will roll 3,
3.
and you are to my left, so you will be rolling defense for
And how many?
the rat. Gets 2 defense.
1 cheese, 1 range, and 1
Yeah, so the range doesn't give me anything.
You get a
The
shield and a stabby.
and a cheese.
And a cheese.
so the single stabby.
Now I've got hammer time stuck in my head. And it's my own damn fault.
Yep. So it is going to be 1. So I get 1 cheese and deal 1 damage, or deal 1. So go ahead and roll your defense side,
A
And-
cheese and a.
and you blocked it.
Yes. Do the enemies get a cheese? They do get a cheese. Okay.
Yes. When this fills up, there's something called a surge that happens, and
Oh,
that's
boy.
extra enemies, and the hourglass advances.
Oh no!
Wait now.
Get them, Colin! Get him!
All right. So
Hey.
Colin.
I apparently
Kill!
need to attack this thing.
Kill!
Right, so I get 2 of these ones.
plus your sword.
Plus my sword. So
Can we just deal with the defense?
Yeah, since you're closer.
That
is
Die,
3.
bastard!
That is
And then
that is 3.
Just gonna set those off to the side. Okay, so 1 cheese and 1 defense, so strikes it for 2. What's the health of a rat?
Okay, so you hit it for 2, and
So
it's
1 cheese to the wheel.
1 cheese to the wheel, which is
one
not good.
one these block out.
Right.
1 cheese, so 2 damage to the rat. What is the health of a rat?
It doesn't have any.
What?
And then you get 2 there. Okay.
Do they just die on 1 hit? That'd be very nice.
Hang on.
If they don't die in 1 hit, I have an idea that might work based upon my little thingamabob that I took, my ability.
Life value. Okay. Life value is the hearts on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
There are no hearts on the bottom.
Oh no, so they just squish.
So that one is dead.
I'll settle for that too.
Okay.
They're really easy to kill. Go and kill him.
And
Does she get to move? Or is it move and then attack?
So you can, on its turn, a mouse can either perform or can perform one of the following actions, then move, or move and then perform one of the actions.
Okay.
So scurry, battle, search, recover, explore. And I did not move.
Do any of you guys have
No.
range?
I've got range.
So I should have moved.
Yeah, move.
I thought you
if
attacked.
I attacked, but then
You
I
can do-
can
you
also.
can move.
All right.
as well.
Where would you like to move to?
Well, first I have to roll.
Yes.
You have 1. I have 2.
And my movement.
Well, isn't it? So do you roll for the movement, or is it just specifically whatever your little featsy sign is?
So you roll 1 dice plus and add that the number to whatever is in the feat.
Ah, that's nice. A little bit of extra movement, I suppose. 1.
I mean, it's just 1, but that's.
And I get 2.
So you want to?
So-
Where do you want to go?
How close you want to be to the baddies?
You far away or melee fighting?
I would actually like to go diagonally 1, and then over into the
Helmet?
the helmet.
Oh, does that give you cover or something?
No.
No.
That's for artistic purposes.
It's a special space for a tinkerer.
Oh.
I can search for weapons there.
Okay.
Very nice.
Well, I guess tell me if there's special places for a prince.
Or for me.
Okay, so instead of my movement, I'm going to spend a cheese so that you can immediately take an action and you can zap one of those.
So I can.
You still get your turn.
I can attack from where I'm at, and then.
Then you
So
take
can
your
I get
normal
attack 1 space in front of me, or does it have to be on my space? Do I have to be on the same space, or is it the I can attack an adjacent space?
As far as my ability goes,
So for a melee attack, you can pick on the same space or an adjacent space.
Oh, that's good.
This
Because I
cannot
have
be-
extra range with my staff.
oh, okay, so you could do a melee.
Well, yes and no. So, it doesn't say I can blast them, but it does say, since with the rules I get that, but with my staff I get a +1. So that means I can attack this guy. So I guess I'll do that.
As long as you have enough range to get to him from where you are,
Yeah.
go for it.
I mean, it just says +1 range, unless that means... So does the plus range just mean that gives me a +1 to range?
That's what I read that as.
Or does that
Let me see.
mean...
Yeah, that would be like.
So that is your. That means
My
you're.
only range ability.
That means you are making ranged attacks with your staff.
Right. So that doesn't apply to that as well either. So okay.
To what?
To my just my regular sword swing.
I would think this.
If a mouse is armed with a ranged weapon or spell, it can perform a ranged attack. Ranged attacks are performed the same way as melee attacks, except each bow symbol counts as a hit instead of the sword or sword shield symbol.
Okay.
So you still get the weapon, but you're looking for the bows to show up instead of the swords.
Right.
Okay. So you would get 2 new dice, unless you've got 2 sword things over there. I think that's how.
He's looking at the rules, and I'll
That's how I heard
believe
that.
in the rulings of the world. So.
So you've got one here,
Okay.
and then you've got how many of the swords?
One.
One. So you would roll 2 dice.
Okay.
Oh, 4 bows.
And I can hit this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I shall.
You can see him. So yes.
Kablamo!
Yes, please.
That's one range.
Okay. So Danny,
Danny, will you roll
Jeez,
2?
well spent.
2.
Oh, dang.
So he blocked it.
Damn it!
I agree. It's ridiculous.
Okay. So that was your instead of attacking.
Instead of moving.
Instead of
I used
moving.
that as my ability.
Okay.
Now I have no cheese.
Okay. So now it is your turn.
Fire again! If it works this time.
Ooh!
Yes, I hit. Now defend, you piece of shit.
roll
And
shield.
don't move.
Don't roll a shield. No
Yay!
shield.
I blasted his ass.
All right. So that's him.
He's dead.
That's him gone.
Yes! And I couldn't move. Let's see how many I can move. Let's roll for this, shall we? Whoop-de-doo. I can move 5.
5? That's 3.
Yeah, I have a plus
that's
2.
right, that's right. I keep forgetting.
Is there a place on this map that is good for wizard looking?
Wizard
No.
looking?
Not on this one? Okay, good to know.
I love that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just go to the other side of the room and hope his peripherals are not
You
good.
can search on any square. The helmet is just a special space for tinkerers.
Okay.
So searching is one of the things you can do as an action. You attacked. You've already done your
No,
thing.
that's I already blasted one of them, so we're good.
And that is
That is my turn.
that is your turn. Now
I didn't roll any cheeses, unfortunately.
go ahead and roll for the
For the rat. How
movement.
about a 1? A 1.
How about a 1? He will move towards the closest.
Oh no.
So the problem is that's either you or me, and given that we're sort of equidistant, he will go for the person with the highest in initiative, which is me. So he's going to go there.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
We have Alats.
Welcome.
Welcome.
To the jungle.
Bienvenue.
Welcome to the jungle.
Pick a character and then pick an ability they get.
We might want a cleric, but the thief seems really cool and can hold a dagger in his tail, so you know.
Oh boy.
Yeah, choices.
They also have abilities, so.
I have skills and
Welcome.
such.
We have a lens.
Yes.
I have arrived.
Long story short, we all used to be humans, and then I screwed up a spell, and now we're all mice.
Now, was it a screwed up spell or was it an escape plan?
It was an escape
was-
plan.
This doesn't seem like a very
could've
well
been-
thought out
it could've
escape
been
plan,
a lot
guys.
better thought out, okay?
He wanted to do this.
I like that you're undefending yourself. Like, I was
I've
trying
been secretly
to defend
a furry this entire time, and this is my way to get all my friends involved.
Okay.
you. Some of
So,
your distal's ears are burning.
Are you gonna play the rogue?
Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
what?
Okay.
okay.
So keep it on here, here, because that's on the.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Want me
mean,
to
I
just
don't
pass
have
you
mine.
Tilda?
What's that?
You want me to pass you Tilda?
Sure.
Or
that's
do you
fine.
want us to play Tilda?
No, that's
Wait,
fine.
there was an archer?
There is
That
a.
comes in later, apparently.
Yeah, she is not available in the first chapter if we're playing. If you're playing
Mhm.
the full campaign, so we'll just put Filch at the bottom of the initiative order since that's.
He's been scrounging around.
Yep, he has been scrounging. Okay, so I am going to use my action this turn to search.
You're searching and not hitting the thing.
So I'm going to roll an action die. Whoop. And what I want to have happen is for there to be a star on this die that comes up. Yeah!
Well,
In
you
the
have
box.
to actually
In the
roll
box.
the die.
Yeah, I have to roll it in the box. There we go.
No, unfortunately,
Cheese.
no star.
Yeah.
But you did find a scrap of cheese.
If you slide over just a hair, you might be able to roll easier.
Yeah, maybe.
There you go.
Can also see the screen easier. Wow. Okay. Imagine that.
Angles.
Yeah, it doesn't
Geometry
say
matters,
anything
kids.
about it rolling
love it.
a cheese on the search roll. So I don't get to do that. I don't get to add a cheese.
How useful is searching in this game?
Um,
I don't know yet.
yeah, we don't know yet. So
I would suggest doing the energy rush. That one seems
So
quite
I've got
useful. An extra action would be very
one.
handy.
Energy rush it is.
did I roll too
There was
many?
another one I was deciding between there.
Yeah, I rolled too many. Rolling. So rolling for my movement. 3 plus my 1 is 4. I would like to please.
Place you at the square.
I would like to please move diagonally that way.
That way?
He's avoiding an opportunity attack.
And then
Pretty sure that's not how it works, but
2 more. And then diagonally that way.
Right
Yes.
here?
Yep.
Alright.
Call it, it's your turn. Kill this foul fiend. Roll to see if you can get there first.
Kick his ass.
You're calling.
oh. Oh,
I
right.
understand this
I don't
magical
know.
spell can sometimes out of your brain a little bit.
A little brain fog, pardon me. I had an identity crisis. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can move over to the thing. Move, go, or not.
In the box.
So what did you?
Apparently,
That's a 3.
3. We'll count it. It was the intended roll.
Yep. So that's a 3 plus your 2, so you have
So you
5.
want to go on to his square.
do I have to take all of them?
No.
Okay. So yes, I'm going to.
Well,
to
you'll
go
get
over.
there.
Okay, so
Beat his ass.
I'm going to now attack. So I've got 1, and then I've got 2. Did I have another one somewhere?
Plus 1 from the.
Just the one from the sword.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
I got a cheese and 2 stabbies.
Get calling it cheese.
So there's your cheese. And his defense.
Oh, yeah, he did.
No, well, he defended once, but he only needs to take 1. So
So I killed the asshole.
so you killed the asshole.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, there are no more minions on the map.
However.
However, when there are no minions on the map,
Pause.
when the last Where did it go?
When the last do-do-do happens.
If there are no minions on the board after the last mouse on the initiative track has taken a turn, place 1 cheese token on the minion cheese wheel.
Oh boy.
Continue to do this each time the last mouse on the initiative track completes a turn and there are no minions on the board.
Okay.
When that fills up, there's a search, and more minions appear.
Oh dear. Okay then.
So that is Maginos.
So when I search, is it I search a specific tile or like the room?
So searching is... To perform a search, a player must announce that his or her mouse is searching and roll an action die. If the POW star symbol is rolled, you draw 1 card from the top of the search deck. If that card is an item, weapon, armor, accessory, scroll, or trick, the player may either put it into the searching mouse's pack for later use, or immediately discard it for 1 cheese. If it is an event card, follow the directions on the card. Once a mouse successfully searches, the mouse cannot search that same tile again.
Okay.
I don't think it means spaces. I think it means tile.
Okay. I shall search the board. What do I have? Just roll 1 and hope it's a star.
Yep.
Hiya. It's a star!
Hoorays!
So
I get a card.
you get the card.
Hoorays me! Oh, it's a tinker's treasure.
Oh.
It's over here instead.
Oh, goody.
And I can just hand this to you freely, or do I? Is there compensation?
You must pay me in cheese.
I'm keeping you alive. I'm helping to keep you alive.
This is Brayden specifically asking rules. Like, is it just give it away? Or?
So sharing is a free action.
Then I shall hand you the tinker's things, my good man.
Oh, thank you,
It's
sir.
not for you,
Tinker's
Colin.
treasure.
If it's sharp and pointy, we'll talk then.
Okay.
And a lot bigger. You deal with knives.
Nice.
You've been a quiet one.
I may have been a wee bit distracted by cheese and am uncertain what we are doing or why.
Oh.
We're trying to get
What?
Special search.
a tree that we don't know where it is yet. So we have to leave this.
Well, we have to figure out where that is. I don't know.
And how does one leave this place?
We're mice and we're in a jail.
We'll craft us some shovels and we'll dig our way out of here.
There's bars, you nincompoops.
Oh, the
I'm sorry. I'm the only one
mouse-sized
giving
bars?
ideas here, so.
There's a gap right there.
Yes.
Okay. What
Was there anything else?
You can now roll for your movement.
1.
Like, these things are doorways, right? Like, or passages
1,
through.
2, 3. Stay in the
So
middle of the
the middle grate is going to allow us to get down into the sewers.
Oh.
The
okay.
other 2 entrances go out to other tiles.
Okay.
But I don't think those are...
Clearly we want to go here, right?
Right.
So I'll just stand there.
Okay. Now you've already done your search.
No, that's fine.
So...
I want to go through the bars. We're going to go into the sewers instead.
I'll be searching this sandwich.
Let's get a sandwich. Maginos.
I work in mysterious ways.
Manifest sandwich.
Okay. Explore out. So
Just
there's no,
enjoy the
like...
mental image.
Okay.
Like, everybody's fighting off the big bad rat
Alright.
things. Maginos is
Filch.
over in the corner eating a sandwich.
Yes, I am here. I am present in this location.
There are no minions.
Right, I can see that.
So roll for your... So what you're going to do is you're going to roll 1 dice.
see how
for
far
your
you
for your
move.
movement, and you're going to add the little green foot, the number next to the little green foot. So you've got 1 plus your.
So that is a movement of 4.
So you can move any 4 spaces. You do also still have actions available to you, so you can either move first and then take the actions, or you can take your action and then move.
And the objective is to find a magical tree
Right.
Oh,
that I
totally.
don't know where it is.
Correct.
We have
It's
to
not
get
in this
Try
room.
to be a little optimistic,
It's
Bree.
not in
the
this room.
dungeon. We have
So
to get out of the dungeon and explore.
And I assume this is the sewer.
I actually don't know what the hell that is.
we actually can't get to any of these spaces yet.
Oh, see here, I thought that was a door.
So you see how on this one.
I see how there
Yeah, I
are.
see.
So you see how on
Yeah.
this one there are orange doors leading
Sure.
to the sides,
We had to connect the dots.
and on this one the doors are blue.
Sure.
You can move between doors if they're the same color.
Okay, and the grate with the. Where does that lead?
That leads down into the sewer. We will flip the tile if
Ah.
you go there and explore there.
Why do you have to say it that way?
If you go down to the pits of hell.
1, 2, 3, and 4 down into the sewer.
No. So well, I mean, it's 1, 2, 3. You get to the
Right,
space.
Sure.
That's your movement, and then your action is to explore. And explore, you can either explore on one of the exits or on one of the flip points, at which point we will move all of our mice off and flip the tile.
Can I move diagonally?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, and I believe I can search a room,
You can search, yes.
and I roll a single die.
You roll a single die.
Which one is search?
You do not have the star, so you do not find anything.
Okay, so that's the thing.
So you have taken your action to search. You have used your movement. That is your turn. That is the end of the initiative round, which means
Another cheese.
another cheese
on
for the wheel.
Okay. So, I am going to.
Wait for my turn. Is what you're going to do. Because
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I got used to the bad guys being up there. So
Well, does anything happen this turn?
nothing happens.
Okay.
That has to fill up.
Right.
So
I shall use the power of slumber to summon a Gatorade that tastes of cucumber.
cucumber.
How do you do that, Maginos?
Magic.
All right.
Share the wealth, you asshole.
We're in a high stress situation.
All right.
Why did I hire you?
You didn't.
I don't
Okay.
like
I've always been here.
So I'm going to
I'm
use,
older than the walls.
so I'm going to use my
I live with
movement
the
to get
walls.
there, and I am going to explore. So
The
since-
way he says that makes me feel like I wasted my turn last time.
Shush. He might not tell us. Well, this seems like a bad place to be.
Oh dear.
and for
We're landing in water.
I wanted to go through the bars like a sane mouse.
all right.
Oh, and you've just elected to bring us all with you then?
yeah, how did
That
that
is
work?
that is the way it works. When you flip the tile, you move all of the mice over.
So, actual question: why was he not able to flip the tile?
Oh, I could have. I
He
just
could
didn't
have,
use
he
my
chose
action.
not to.
Oh,
I wanted to search
okay.
the room.
Okay, gotcha.
Do we have to? Are we clear?
Moving in water.
Of
What-
course.
When a mouse moves onto water, even from another water space, it must end its move. When a mouse attempts to move onto a non-water space from that water space, it must use its entire move to do so. That mouse's player must roll an action die for that mouse and every mouse on the destination space. If at least one star symbol is rolled, the mouse has successfully climbed out of the water. Place the mouse on the destination space. If a star symbol is not rolled, the mouse does not move. Some water also has currents, signified by directional arrows somewhere along the path of that water. A mouse moving in water cannot move against the direction of the current. At the end of a mouse's turn, if that mouse is in a water area that has a current, move that mouse one space in the direction of the current. If this carries a mouse off of the rune tile, that mouse is captured.
No. Okay.
Because they are fighting against the current, mice cannot use free actions when on water spaces.
Okay.
No enemies?
There are.
Oh boy.
Gosh dang it.
One for each space.
Damn it, Nez.
Footprint, I assume.
You should ask me before dragging me into the sewer.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be vacuum. Like a vacuum.
Each time a mouse explores an area that has not already been explored during that chapter, which this one hasn't, the mice will have an encounter, unless otherwise stated in the chapter being played. Draw a card from the encounter deck. For greedy, page 1. We are on page 1. Four greedy roaches.
3 centipedes, 2 spiders.
1, 2, 3,
And a rat king in a pear tree.
and 4. And then we'll reshuffle the initiative order. Adding in our roaches.
Here's a little song I wrote. It's filled with inspiration. Note for note. Don't screw up, or I'll kill you.
Wait, that's not supposed to be how that works.
I know what I'm talking about. I've lived a while.
How many people have you killed to be able to live a while, old man?
One. The guy up there.
I thought that was the lady.
Oh, roaches.
No, the rat.
Oh, no.
He's the only person I've killed with witnesses.
That's what I thought.
If a body falls and no one's around to see it.
Did they ever really live?
Well, no, that used to be a real thing. No body, no crime.
I mean,
But then they were just like, people are just getting rid of the bodies. So.
Filch. Nez. The roaches.
Oh, God.
Maginos.
Yes.
And Colin.
I get a cheese.
You get a cheese.
If Colin's not first, he just gets a cheese.
Aren't you special? Oh, if I'm not first, I just get a cheese.
We just give him cheese to not complain. You spoiled
Look,
him.
Before a mouse can use an explore action on an exit area to leave the sewer tile, all other mice must be on the same side of the water as the exploring mouse.
Boo.
Hiss.
Boo.
Hiss.
Boo.
Hiss.
Refuse.
Yeah,
Filch.
sorry, you want to go back to how
why
I
are
climb
we-
out of the water?
How do I get out of this mess?
I remember there was something about rolling dice.
Right. So if you're trying to climb out of the water, you have to roll a dice. And in fact, it will be a number of dice equal to however many mice are already on the space you're trying to get to. So if you're climbing out, it's just one for you.
Oh, I guess you get help if they're.
Right.
I suppose.
If at least one star symbol is rolled, you've basically used all of your movement to get out of the water.
That's a star.
That is in fact a star, and I'm out of the water.
Okay.
Kind of like malicious compliance where you take out the party with the dice. Here, take this. It's a star.
I would like to use Fist of God.
All right, so that is. So you do still have an action that you can take because it's moving.
I suppose I will search
And it's also a
and
star.
find. Is there?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
lovely day. Yes.
You got
Glowing
daggers?
Is it multiple daggers?
They are throwing daggers.
Ooh.
It
He's
is
been
ranged.
Nice.
Perfect.
All right.
All right, Prince Nez.
So that is my turn.
Prince Nez?
It's a Squirrel Nut Zipper song.
Oh, okay.
So I am actually going to. I'm going to go ahead and search in the water, I think.
Why do I continue to get the feeling that he knows more about what's going on than anyone
He's
else?
got the book!
You got a star?
I did get a star.
Why can you not hit the dice box?
I don't
Why can
know.
nobody hit the dice box?
Because he
I
never
don't
uses
know.
a dice box. He just drops it down a tower all the time.
That's true.
And usually with him, it's very
Okay.
close.
So
I said we can, but I didn't either, so, you know.
So I have found the fishhook and thread.
No.
So that is a party item. It belongs to all of us, basically. Upon drawing this card, add the fishhook and thread token to the party stash. And then there's some rules for how to use it.
That one.
Yep. Ow. Okay. Yeah, we'll get to that when it comes into
Do
play.
you know, how did you get another sandwich? We're in a sewer, it's not sanitary.
And then I will roll for my movement. Not that it matters. It's 2. I'm going to use all of it to go this way. No, just one space. Is it all? Is that all one space?
I assume so.
No, it's got the grid in it.
Mm-hmm. That's one space.
Yep. And that's all of my movement. So then it slides me one space that way. Yes.
Oh.
And now the
The
roaches.
roaches.
Would you like to roll?
Okay, we'll start with this one.
And
1.
add 3.
Okay.
And its attack is 2. No, hang on. Sorry. Wait. No.
Okay.
Yes, its attack is 2.
Okay. What's your defense?
2.
Okay. I'll roll first. That's 1 ranged. So that's 1 hit. So you gotta get at least 1. There we go. So nothing happens.
Okay.
Let me roll for this guy.
Hang on. What did it roll for its movement? Sorry. On the dice.
1.
1.
Plus, so 4.
No, it only moved 1 space. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you said plus.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong card.
Okay.
So it would have been on the diagonal too, and it still would have
Yeah.
been able to attack you.
For this gentleman. 3.
You just called a roach a gentleman.
1,
He did it.
2, 3. Same thing. 2
Oh,
dice to
right.
defend. Just gotta get 1 shield.
Cheese. Nope.
So you take 1 damage, and you do get a cheese though.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, roaches will steal cheese instead of inflicting wounds. If you have cheese, you
Oh,
you didn't
I
have
did
any
not
before.
have any cheese.
Okay. This gentleman. 1. He's adjacent to you, so he will attack. What's your defense?
My defense is 1.
Cool. Let me roll for cockroach. Nothing. Roll to see if you can get a cheese. Nope.
It rolled a cheese, so I
So-
actually need
Oh,
to
do they get... Okay.
put one here.
Oh.
Okay. And then this...
What
this
happens
little
when
guy.
the wheel of cheese is full?
A surge.
of bad
More bad guys. 2. 1, 2. Can't get anyone.
Correct.
That is all of the cockroaches.
That is the La Cucaracha.
Mhm.
Imaginos.
Maginos.
Can I move an attack? Or is it going to take all my action to get out of this channel?
It's going to take all of your movement. You will still have an action.
Okay, so roll to see if I get out.
Mm-hmm.
3.
You do
But no star.
No star. So roll one more dice for Filch being there,
Oh.
and you
Oh.
do get the star, so you can get out.
I guess I will...
Welcome to hell.
I'm going to go here.
No, you
I
have
have
to
to-
go on to the space in which I am upon as I helped you.
Correct.
Then can I beat a cockroach with my action?
Also,
you
that
can.
was not you.
Nope.
You
Oh,
do
I
not
don't
have a
think so.
sword.
I confuse myself. Okay, I will beat the shit out of this cockroach. It's just 1. Would you like to roll the defense of the cockroach?
It gets 1 defense.
Oh, it gets 1 defense? Oh, what joy. Oh, well.
And it defends.
And it defends.
Sorry.
So, no, we both just sort of, had a moment.
I promise I wasn't trying to win.
Okay. Colin.
Right, so I'm going to, well, those yahoos are already up on dry ground, so I'm going to go the other direction in case I got to fish you out of the water since you're
Okay.
just going for a frickin' swim.
So you've got 1. So your movement is entirely to move across 1 space.
Okay. So. Do I. Oh, okay.
Does that just happen?
That-
It just happens?
It just happens.
I mean, you can roll for your extra movement, but you use all
you
of it.
use all of your movement to go in water.
And then one,
Gotcha.
and then 1 down with
At
you?
the end of their turn.
Gotcha.
So that was your movement. You have an action.
You can
Hit him,
attack
hit
the
him.
roach.
I'm hit the thing.
That's 3 dice to you,
Yes,
1 for me, so
Stab a cockroach.
you go first.
1.
A cheese, but you do kill it.
Squish the cheese. I squish the cheese. I squish
Not the
cockroach.
cheese. Get used to this diet!
The cheese. I can't.
And that is Colin's turn.
That is Colin's turn, and now Colin slides 1 space down.
A whoop! Okay, back to the top of the round with Filch.
Filch.
Kill them! Kill
So
them!
I'm going to attack one of the roaches.
I shall prepare to defend.
I don't like that.
You get an extra sword because of the dagger.
Oh, wait, I get
Is
an
that
extra
right?
roll, or
No, an extra.
So
does he get an extra-
you've got two in your pool there, plus 1 for that dagger, plus
That's range.
yes, this is ranged. So that's just an extra hit, or that's an extra die.
I think it's
an extra die, and you get an extra die for the throwing daggers too. That just means that no matter what you roll, if it's the ranged or the
Defend!
sword,
I'm dead still.
Yeah.
Which one did you attack? Just this
Oh,
one?
it doesn't matter because I get to pilfer. Whenever I defeat a minion figure, I add 1 cheese to my stash. If it was a rat, I get to take it from the wheel.
So you want to just take it from the
No, if it was a rat.
It wasn't a
okay.
rat.
Now I'm going to spend my 2 to energy rush and attack again.
So you did kill one, right? Or
Yep.
you decided to pilfer instead?
Nope, I killed one.
Okay.
I assume they only have one.
Yeah, most enemies just have one.
That we've
They work
seen
by
so
mini
far.
rolls.
So that's 4 hits. So it is dead. And I get a cheese.
It is so dead. It is obliterated.
Tis.
Survive the apocalypse now, bitch!
Oh, and now I need to roll the move.
Right.
3. So
3 plus
5.
your...
6.
You're on the wrong side, lad.
You're on the wrong
One.
side!
This is kind of your fault.
2. And that's
And
my movement.
That's your movement.
I think you might have just covered an extra downward.
No.
He
No,
goes down
that
one
that's
because
the up.
Okay.
Next up is you.
All right.
Keith.
So my first action is to
Squash.
squash the thing.
How many dice?
How many?
So 2, 4. Yes, 4.
Smashy,
4.
smashy hard.
I can't, like, reach that
Oh,
far.
sorry.
I'm not Mr. Fantastic. Yeah,
So
he
I get
is.
2
You are
cheese.
fantastic, Braden.
I was
myself.
referring to
I know.
Mr. Fa- Don't try to gas me.
I'm not.
I wouldn't have died if you hadn't gassed me up.
And then I'm going
Confused
to
about
attempt
all
to
of
use my
that.
movement to get out of the water.
He did it.
Yay! So
Just right here.
yeah, just right there.
Get up.
All
It's your
right,
turn.
and
No roaches.
The
No roaches.
And no.
Doesn't something happen when there are no more minions?
at the end of the initiative, yes. So after Colin's turn, yeah.
So I can use my movement, but can I use my action as well, or is it just movement? Well, can I first search and then move?
Yes.
I shall search the room.
No.
No star.
No star.
No star.
And then I will just whoop, and then end of my turn whoop.
Exactly right.
Okay,
Colin.
Colin.
Okay, well, now I need to get out of the water.
Yes. So
Shall try.
roll 2.
2, 3,
You're out.
and yes. Okay.
Uh,
And now I can search, right?
You have an action.
No. I find nothing.
And that is
Another cheese.
another cheese.
Well, you can just clear the board at that point.
Yeah,
'cause all the
and-
cheeses.
That's a surge.
Just keep those 5
Surge.
right next to the thing, so
Does
then
make
you're
more
not.
sense.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so
So that's a surge, which now means I have to figure out how to make the surge happen.
Pardon us as we
One
experience
minute.
technical difficulties.
We are absolutely skilled and veterans of this game. Clearly.
Of course.
well, I'm glad you guys are, and I'm just along for the ride then.
Determining. Okay, so where does it tell me
I could
how to
have
do
played
this
something 5
surge?
times and it
Can be the first time every time.
bite me. You don't have to agree so readily.
Surges, page 15. Each time one or more cheese symbols are rolled when attacking or defending, and then with a minion, add 1 cheese to minion. Alright, when the minion cheese wheel fills up with 6 or more cheese tokens, a surge triggers. Follow these steps to resolve its effect. Move the hourglass marker 1 page closer to the chapter end marker along that track. Check the chapter instructions. If there is a special surge rule for the room the mice are currently in, follow the instructions. There are not. Okay? 3. If there are no chapter-specific surge instructions, follow the surge effect on the face-up encounter card. Then discard that card. 2 rats. And when placing them, placing.
Where'd you see 2? Oh, search. Okay.
Yeah, search 2 rats. One at a time, place all small melee minions on the remaining available, not full minion entry spaces. So there are minion spaces here, 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 and here.
How do we decide where they go?
On the remaining available, players choose which spaces to use if multiple options are available.
I mean, if we want to be easy about it, clearly we put them on the other side of the water.
So the water doesn't really do anything for the minions.
That's still the furthest place.
It is.
It is. Okay. So we have done our surge thing, and Filch, that be you, sir.
Can they follow us?
We're about to be rustled.
Now, the moving here is all my movement.
Correct.
And then,
Can he search?
can I get out? Because that's also all my movement?
Yes. So you
no.
so you can't get out. You're going to. You can search the.
The water?
The fish hook and thread has already been found, so you could still find something on the.
Well, I've already searched the tile.
And found something. Right.
Yes.
So you actually.
It's
can't
only if
search.
you find
So,
something.
Okay.
Okay.
How far away can I throw my daggers?
It's within visual sight. So
Oh.
basically, anywhere that you can see them, line of sight.
All right, now
the
when
red, I feel like the red blocks your line of sight, though.
Oh, the small.
The red border, yes.
in that case, I will do nothing.
I feel like. Anyway.
Well, if I rolled a cheese for my movement, does that give me cheese?
No,
Okay, then yeah. I do.
that's only on battle.
I do nothing.
Battle and defense. And you slid. You've already. Had you already?
No, I moved. Well, knowing that actually, I would have moved here and then slid.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Okay.
makes more sense.
All right. It is.
Can he
my
search
turn.
the water? Did we?
I
see
have
that?
already
He's
searched and
We've
found
already
something.
searched it. Okay.
Right.
I have my throwing daggers.
That was
That's
being-
me.
We got a use for you. How have you been?
You know, I have learned a lot about myself today.
Good.
That's good.
Well, that's good, right? Ultimately.
Mostly. Probably.
As much as one
Generally
can.
speaking, I think.
As good as one can learn about themselves.
There are some things you don't want to learn about yourself,
Yeah.
but it's still helpful.
Like every time I
Some
hop on a
point.
scale.
Oh no.
Okay. But everyone has to be on the same side.
Placing my order.
Currently placing a Wendy's order on DoorDash. What happened?
So, the only way to move to the next tile is to explore, and the only time you can explore is when there are no other minions on the
Aw.
Well,
tile.
some of us have ranged. Don't worry, Keith. Me and him have range.
Look, if we
so-
allow them to build up cheese on the wheel, and then I kill them, I get their cheese off the wheel.
Good point.
That's true.
All right, so
Note
I'm
to
going
self
to.
next time we place minions.
I'm going to
Well, maybe if he could get himself something better.
3,
Also that.
4. I'm just going to move one space there, and I've already searched and found something, so I can't do that. I can't explore because minions.
Okay.
My other options are
Well, they're also going to come towards us anyway.
battle,
So. Keith.
recover.
Do you want to add rats to the initiative?
Oh,
No, I don't feel like we need to do
yeah,
that.
of course.
It's fine. They don't need to take turns.
Rats and
Sure. Do you want?
you only did that.
They don't offer a strawberry frosty anymore.
Summer's
Don't say things like that. How big of a frosty would you like?
over. Medium. I don't want to be greedy.
You know what?
I love how Keith is walking it back.
So I am actually going to use my ability card here.
The one you can spin cheese on?
I'm going to spend 2 cheese and remove the wound marker from myself.
Lovely. That's a nice ability.
And I can do it to other people too.
Oh, that's nice.
No.
So yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's my turn, and we'll just have to rip.
Okay. For my turn, for the most part, with all of my movement, I'm just basically going to be right here. But for my action, I just want to search. So I will attempt to search, because I have not found anything during
Okay.
the search. No, nothing.
Okay.
And then that's my turn. I moved 1 and then got sent down.
Okay.
I have no range, so I can't do anything with that yet.
Well, hopefully they'll make their way this way.
I mean, eventually, I'm sure. I will help you guys once you move, but
I could not help but notice that our friend over there with the hammer did not feel the need to help us out.
yeah, he just
I
jammed
know.
right out there. But I am a good leader. Your prince shall pull you from the crapshoot.
So where are they all? Poor generous.
But since I can't do that until your turn, I will search. And
You will find nothing.
I find nothing. Okay.
Is it disrespectful to say to the prince, "Long live the king"?
I mean, I think I like
I mean,
my
technically
dad.
the king's still alive, right?
Yeah, so and I think I like him.
He's just very sick.
He's
Yeah,
just very
because
sick.
of his evil wife.
Not even wife.
Yeah, evil fiance.
And Verst is the worst.
Yes, first is the worst. There's a whole thing. I don't like the family dynamic right
Is it
now.
rat
It got
turn?
really
It
weird.
is the rat's turn. Yes.
And and these guys ignore movement, right?
Those guys ignore the water.
What's
the
their
water
movement?
effects.
What's their movement plus again?
They don't have one.
Okay.
So it's just whatever's on the dice.
1, 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Would it not be advantageous for them? Well, do they get pushed?
They don't get
Would
pushed.
it not be advantageous for them to move here?
Because then they couldn't make it there.
Yeah,
They have 2, so 1, 2. So I put them in there, I guess. Just
Yep.
they do follow the shortest path.
That is
to-
technically the shortest
Is
path,
the shortest path.
which is 2 forward,
Okay.
or is it the two direct towards? Because if it's the direct towards, it would be that one.
It's the shortest path towards their target.
So either way.
I believe that because he was here,
Mm-hmm.
so that would be 1, and then 2. Yeah, like that's the. No matter how you slice it.
You're higher in initiative, so unfortunately he's gonna attack you.
Okay.
So I get 2, and you get
two.
2. So I'll roll. Here, yours. I'll roll first to see what you need to beat. Put a cheese onto the board. All right, you're good. And you can cheese.
And I a cheese.
Cheese on the board, cheese on the thing. Next rat. 3. 1, 2, 3. You're still the highest on the board. So. Ooh, nothing. See if you get cheese. Nope. Then you're good. That is Rat's turn. Back to the top of the round, Filchura.
If a minion can attack more than one mouse, it will attack the closest mouse that has not been attacked during this turn. That's first, and then if neither have been attacked, that's when it goes to that order.
So, roll to see if you had cheese on the roll that he whiffed, which you do not.
So we're
right.
Okay.
So now it is my turn. I'm going to try and climb out. Thank you so much for coming and helping me get out of the water. I so greatly appreciate your help.
I'll help.
I get out of the water.
Yes, you do.
Onto the space with Colin.
Yep. Now, if I am making an attack with my throwing daggers as opposed to the slicing dagger, does that change what I roll?
You add that and then that.
So I don't add the bonus from the dagger, from this one.
I don't think so.
But I do add the bonus from the ranged if I'm making a melee attack?
You use them all because it's there's no distinction.
I just need the bow
you go
instead
first
of
because he
right.
has a defense
You'll
too,
just need
so.
the bow.
You gotta go first because I gotta take one of them.
That is 2 hits and a cheese.
Okay.
2 hits and a cheese.
That's a
And then
cheese for
cheese
the rats.
For the rats.
He only had a defensive 1.
Oh, he had a defensive 2, sorry. 2 extra cheese. Uh-oh.
Oh, I'll just take that cheese off your hands because I just killed a rat.
Which one did you go for, this one?
Yep. And then I'm going to spend 2 cheese and attack him, the other rat.
Yeah, with your extra attack.
That is 2 hits.
That is 1 defense, but it's still killed.
And I'll just take another cheese from the rat.
Nice.
Lovely system you got going there. All right, it's your turn.
All right.
And
So
there are no more rats in America. Cats.
So I'm going to explore. And again, I don't think there's an actual role for the exploring.
As long as there's no creatures in
As
here.
long as there's no
whatnot.
creatures.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, we go to the next room then.
I don't have to get you out of the water first or anything?
Oh wait, you're right.
They
You're
do
right.
all have to be on the same
On the
side of the room.
same side. So
So we wait till his turn.
we wait till his.
Now, if you wanted to be a team player, you would come stand over here with us.
Yeah, I suppose I would. So I'll just use my movement to go there.
And then it's my turn. I get 4, right?
Yes.
Watch me bugger it. Okay, there is 1. So I am on there. And then before we go, I'll have Colin just explore the room, or get us to the next room, and I'm just going to try and see if I can search for something useful. I do find something useful. Would you hand me a search card?
Oh, that might have been your DoorDash. No?
Desperate Rescue Trick. Play this card at any time on this mouse's turn to immediately return 1 captured mouse to play.
No, it's probably just the door
Oh, is the door swinging?
swinging.
So what's a trick? Is that something I hold on to?
Yeah, that'll be something that you can hang on to.
Desperate
use.
Rescue. Play this card at any time on this mouse's turn to immediately return 1 captured mouse to play.
Banhammer! Sorry. I don't get to use that very often. It was I'd like to offer you a promotion-y thing.
Gotcha.
And that's my turn. Colin, you want to get us out of here? Colin?
Yes.
Oh, illustrious leader of ours.
I got really excited that I got to swing a banhammer. Sorry. Yes. I guess I just roll my movement. And...
I mean, you don't even have to.
You
It's
don't
only
even
one
have-
away.
Yeah.
Oh, then yes.
And
I
then
just
we explore.
Yes.
All right.
So what happens when we go to the next room, Keith?
So, the next room.
Come on, more rats. There was one cheese on the wheel.
There was one. We are page 2, 5 greedy roaches.
5 roaches.
There are only
4 fat
3 minion
rats.
places.
There are. So where would we like to?
2, 2, 1, or 3, 2, 3, 2, none.
What was the roach's movement? Was it not 1?
It's just 1 dice.
So anywhere up to 3.
So let's put them all here so that in case they go ahead of us in initiative, there is not 1 to hit us.
Yes.
Oh.
So let's put 3 here, 2 here.
Look at you being smart and stuff.
Okay.
Because also it doesn't make sense that there would be roaches right as soon as we entered the door.
All right. Roaches. Make sure there's not a special card for
This room.
the greedy roaches.
There wasn't like some limit to how often I can use my ability.
As long as you have cheese to spend.
It's yeah.
This is quite the interesting synergy.
Usually it's like once per round. But I guess they're using the cheese to sort of limit you. I'm blocking, sorry. All right. Which means Colin is at the bottom of the order
So
again.
he gets a cheese.
Jeez. I'm hungry.
I need
It
to
takes
have a
not
couple
to
more.
be your leader. I have to have energy.
Alrighty then. Wait, there was something else. Right. Nez held his chin. Yep. Nez held his chin and observed the gloomy tunnels the mice had entered. I would guess these tunnels are mouse-made, he mused, dug out who knows how many centuries ago. Suddenly, a familiar cry echoed down the tunnels from far away. "That's Ms. Maggie's voice," cried Colin. "We must be near the kitchens," observed Tilda. "The dear woman sounds distressed. Let us find her with all haste."
So we have to find Miss Maggie now?
Ooh, we don't have to, but it is an option.
Why is there a red X on one of the tiles?
If a mousetrap was part of it, it would go there.
Ah.
But there's not a master.
But
No
there's not a
mousetraps.
mousetrap. I didn't already roll my
Nope.
movement, did I? Actually, I think I'm first going to spend a couple of cheese and remove the wound
Oh, thank
point
you.
from you
Oh, nice.
for my first aid, and then I'm going to roll my movement. It's 2, 3. Can't.
Are you counted as being on this space?
Yeah.
So
One,
one, two.
This side 3. And I think I'm going to use an item. I'm going to use my Tinkerer's Treasure. Look through the search deck, take any one weapon or armor card from the search deck, place this card back in the search deck, and shuffle it.
Might I suggest something with range?
I was thinking that. I don't know that I can.
You don't think that you don't have any ranged things?
It requires an archer or a scamp.
So
The first one I found anyway.
well, if you wanted to, I have throwing daggers that can be used by a warrior or a scamp.
So you could get
I could-
you could get something to him, and he can give you
Yeah.
the throwing.
Or
daggers.
presumably there might be other things in there that you could use.
Right.
But I know for sure you could have used my throwing daggers.
It just means that he can't like go around wielding the one with his tail at the same time, looking like a bamf.
I can.
I mean, right now you have more than one.
I put whatever's in my left hand in my left hand, whatever's in my right hand, and then a dagger in my tail.
Yeah.
I don't need all 3 daggers.
Okay, fair.
Now there was an ability I could have taken that let me make an attack with every dagger I was holding.
So then you want. All
So
3
then I
daggers.
wanted all 3 daggers, but I took the one that just lets me take another action.
Fair enough.
And so far, given that every time I kill something I get cheese back, this seems to be working particularly well.
That is a nice one, actually.
And I apparently have the most defense of all of us.
Yeah, I just have
Yep.
the one.
I got one.
I mean, thankfully I hoard cheese, so in the case of roaches, this works to my advantage.
But the Nez over there has 4 hit points.
Mm-hmm. He's the tank.
He is indeed.
He's indeed the tank. The Tonka truck.
But also, if you want to find a ranged weapon that has a special ability for me, I would not be opposed, as my throwing daggers do not have an especially unique ability.
It just allows you to have range, probably.
My dagger, however, allows me to give cheese to other people whenever I roll cheese with an attack.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I could use some cheese
Are you-
for him.
Are you an archer?
No, I am a scamp.
How many of those feathers do you have?
One.
Okay.
I
So
have
So
3.
you can't use that one.
I have 3. I think I have the most feathers with 3.
That makes sense.
Because I am.
I have 2 swords, 2
That's-
shields,
it's my
1 feather,
intelligence.
and 3 little mouse paws.
Apparently, the number of quills you have dictates what your intelligence is. I don't know if that's true or not.
I have no idea. The quills have not come up yet. Would make sense though.
You know
Yeah, no,
what?
the quill, it's probably for like spell scrolls or something.
There's a scroll of summon cat.
I think we should not do that. That seems like a very, very, very bad idea.
Snowball loves me.
Maybe you do too much in this form.
But I love Snowball.
He would think you made a very, very nice snack.
Between 2 pieces of bread.
He's my very favourite cat.
Okay, I'm going to take that one. Put that back into place. And then shuffle up the deck. And then I will share with you the accurate bow.
All right, now see, I have a question.
Yeah.
So this bow has +1 on the bow and arrow symbol,
Mm-hmm.
but my throwing daggers do not have a +1. They just have the symbol.
So what does that mean? Because I've got the same thing.
So is this a +2, or was that actually not a plus?
I might have been misinterpreting.
I like this bow.
I really like that bow too.
Okay, so it's the ranged or melee symbol. It indicates whether whether a weapon is usable at range or in melee. Any bonus the weapon grants is also listed there.
So
All
so
right.
it gives you 2 instead.
No, it only gives you the one.
So
Okay.
this does not give a bonus because it is a melee weapon, but it does not have a bonus on it.
Okay.
Right, but with having both of them, any of your attacks, is that the way that works? I think you have to declare, or do you have to declare?
And for what it's worth, O Prince, I am now wielding a bow in 2 paws and my dagger in my tail.
I know. Okay, so you have to declare whether you're doing the ranged attack or the melee.
Okay.
But you've got a weapon of each, so
Right. But I assume if I'm not attacking with the bow, I do not get the bonus of the bow.
correct.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense than rolling 4 dice for all of my attacks.
Whose turn is it?
We're gonna call that mine. So Filch,
Now, do I have to move before attacking?
you can do it in either order.
Wonderful. So, I'm going to attack one of those roaches. And because of this lovely bow you gave me, each one of those counts as 2 hits instead of 1.
No, that one counts as 2. That one does not.
Oh, yes, but it doesn't matter because he did not defend.
Which one? You just toss
Either
it.
way.
Roach
switch.
is dead. I get a cheese. I spend 2 cheese. I'm attacking another roach.
Good.
You get 2 cheese though.
I get 2 cheese.
And I defend whatever would have come my way.
All right, now is there a limit on how many times I can use my ability?
Let me see. You may use this ability after taking an action with this mouse.
Okay.
So you have to take an action and then...
Right, but I
Just
use
use
it to
another
take an
action.
additional action. So does that allow me to keep using it as long as I have cheese?
I think so.
That is very interesting.
Because if so, I'm about to keep making attacks against roaches.
I
kinda
think
love
that
It
it
would
doesn't
make
say.
sense.
Because I'll just keep shooting till they're dead.
It does make sense.
It is not covered in the rule book.
Shocker.
I think that's a yes. Because, like, you're probably never gonna have just the
I mean, you
hugest
can't.
stockpile.
Yeah. Although he does.
Yeah, you've
See, here's the
you
thing.
have the right
Maybe
combination of
do
things.
abilities only happen? Because what my ability says is after Filch defeats a minion figure, add 1 cheese to Filch's stash. If it was a rat, Filch may take this cheese from the minion wheel if available. So every time I defeat a minion, I get cheese. So every time I defeat 2 minions, I have enough cheese to attack again.
As far as I understand from the rule, I think he can keep attacking.
I mean, that's
As long as he's
kind of
as long as he's
the way it's
Okay.
worded.
I mean, the theory
2
at some
cheese.
point,
I'll
you're
get
gonna
ready.
miss, or at some point you're gonna run out of cheese. So
And that counts as 2, so it doesn't even matter. So that's a
Yeah,
dead.
you just pick whichever one.
And that's
it's
a
gonna be harder for you
cheese.
to miss now.
And that's 2 cheese. And that's another attack. Because that's a dead roach.
Super. Cheese.
Cheese on the wheel, but that's a dead roach, so Filch gets another cheese!
And I think that's one more.
Now, that is all of the roaches that you can see.
Now, am I allowed to use my... Do I have to use the actions all in a row, or can I now move and fire again?
At this point, I'm going to say you probably would have to use them all in a row.
Okay, that is what I would assume. So I will now try and move. And I get to move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's the roach's turn. I'll deal with the roaches. That guy. 1. Next dude. 1.
Oh look, those are 2 dead roaches on the next round.
It is my turn. You know what? I'm gonna let that machine keep working. And I'm just gonna roll for my movement.
Frankly, that's
1.
fair.
And I'm just
Plus the movement.
Oh, right. 2, so I'll just stand here with you. And then I'll search the room, because I haven't searched in here, and hopefully I find something good for myself. Nope. That's my turn.
Alrighty.
Okay, so which direction are we wanting to head?
I just moved as far as physically possible.
I guess that's a good first step.
Yeah, because we don't know where the tree
So
is.
that's 2. So I guess
Plus-
I'll just move. Oh, plus 2, so 4.
So would you like to move towards the roaches or away from
That's a
them?
3.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it just looked.
So you
Two-ish
can move
to me.
5 spaces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, you get another turn before the roaches. So I'll move to the roaches and take out one of them, and I'll leave the other one for you.
Roll for it.
So 3.
If
So-
one roach dies,
so
and
it
you get cheese.
dies.
You
and I
get a
get a
cheese,
cheese.
and that's a dead roach.
And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and use my ability to immediately give you another action.
Woo!
Give who?
Me.
So that he can just.
And yeah, he can.
Oh, do you have a-
Oh yeah, no, it just says when
I
you take an
do,
action. I
actually.
can
Yeah.
trigger it
No,
right
I was
now.
seeing if you had line of sight.
Oh, yeah.
You've got like
Oh, yeah.
a small sliver of line of sight. I'll prepare my 1. Oh,
All right.
He does.
Nope. That's got the start. It's a 2.
Ah,
That's
right.
just
yeah.
a 1. So I get a cheese. I kill a roach, which gives me another cheese.
And the roach is dead.
That's a great little machine.
And now I have enough cheese to attack 2 more times on one of my turns.
Now,
We have accidentally
3 more
found a way to
times as
break
long
this
as
game.
you.
The right
here's
combination
the
of
thing.
things.
That was on your turn.
Yes.
It's my turn!
No.
There are no more roaches.
Oh, right. So it's the end of the round.
the end of the
So,
round.
but if we trigger rats, I steal the cheese from the minion wheel.
That's true. If rats come. Okay, so what's the
Yeah,
plan?
I feel like you've accidentally created the best build.
I
that you
feel like we must be misinterpreting some part of the rules here because I'm not sure that this should be the way this works.
So
But
here's
You
where we
also
gotta
have to have the
decide.
right stuff. But
Here's what we gotta decide. Do we want to go through the door and explore that way, or go up and save the cook?
That's a great question that somebody else can worry about.
We must save the cook.
We should let everybody who hasn't found anything have a chance to search the room, though.
Yes, agreed.
We'll allow you to make the decision on where we go.
Oh, illustrious leader.
Oh,
of
As
ours.
the prince, I would have to save the cook.
So,
Okay, well, he's already...
are you just gonna search, or have you searched this place already?
I haven't...
You have not.
I have not
So,
searched. So
I
I'm
assume
going
the
to
three of us are
search.
just gonna search. So everyone just roll to see if we find anything. I find something.
So do I.
So do I.
So
I will too,
you
so-
get first card. You get second card. I get third
Will
card.
we wrap back around to my turn too?
Yes.
So... Ooh.
Oh, you're gonna.
Oh, I gotta
Alright,
find
so-
something
Fish
too.
scale armor.
Oh.
Is that useful for you? Would you hand me
Um,
the next one?
So it's +1,
Treachery.
and then
Ooh.
adds an additional +1 while on the water space.
I got a treachery, so pause everything real quick. Play immediately. Place this card face up near the encounter deck. The next time you reveal an encounter card, place all non-ranged figures on that card in spaces adjacent to the mice. They know where we're. They know that we're here. So,
Okay. Oof.
Yeah.
I got something
Would you?
probably for you.
Oh,
have
did you?
You have 3 quills, right?
I do have 3 quills.
Does anybody else have 3 quills?
No.
I think this is meant for you.
What is it?
Because I can't use it.
A scroll of teleportation. Oh, this is very lovely. Yes, I was. Oh, I
Okay,
shall-
so
Concerned about
everyone-
giving you this because you're a little scary, but you're the only one that can use it.
So... Okay, so we all basically searched and stood where we were? Is that
Yep.
basically what just
Mm.
happened?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
and I found a dagger that I'm replacing with my slicing dagger, because a dagger, when I attack with it, if the defending minion is lower on the initiative track than the mouse, it rolls 1 less die to defend against that attack.
Nice.
I mean, if searching is a separate action, I would also be traveling to wherever the closest way to get to the
So
cook
you could
is.
give that to Prince. The
Okay, so
The-
you'll
the
want to...
dagger.
So that's the ladder
Does
where
he-
we're standing.
Need another weapon?
Can I see your?
I mean, I have a
Can I see your
sword.
sword?
Because the dagger doesn't actually give you a bonus to attacking.
Yeah, but it gives you an ability, so you can use the knife as well. So
Can I do
if you see, yes. So if
Okay.
you see that one of your hands is glowing, that means that. So for example, my staff has 2 arms glowing. That means it's a 2-handed. So that means if you give that to her, if you give that to Colin, he can use both.
Well, that's good, because when you attack using the dagger, if you roll cheese, you get to give another cheese to one of your friends.
Yeah.
the machine over there.
Yep.
Okay. I think maybe this is the point. Like, maybe as you actually accumulate stuff, you start breaking things. Maybe that's actually
Maybe.
part of it.
Maybe.
Like, if I
I
had to
have
move
the
to,
easiest
I would
way of
move in
getting
that direction.
cheese,
Yeah,
In
so
mine,
you'll be moving.
but I have yet to roll a cheese.
Well, 3. So 5.
Just so.
So whichever direction
Because I believe
the
you
up
want to go down.
is,
Yeah,
to
so-
get to the cook.
Now,
On your
the
turn,
th-
you just want to say
the
we
thing
go
that
up?
happens is we scroll through.
Okay.
So we
So
add
add
that.
a cheese to the minion wheel, and now we go up.
Now we go up.
I should
It's
flip.
a daisy.
We're up. What's in here, Keith?
Filch pushes the loose tile aside, and the party poked their head up from the floor. The kitchens lay before them, with Ms. Maggie towering above everything. The fastidious older woman appeared to have been in the act of scrubbing floors, but now was desperately trying to squash pesky roaches that had invaded her kitchen.
Okay.
"Let's help her," said Colin, leaping up bravely with his sword. "Perhaps we should talk about this," said Filch. "Scared, Filch?" Nez chided. An ear-splitting scream froze them all in their tracks, and suddenly Ms. Maggie's shadow fell over their hiding place on the floor. "Mice!"
Oh,
she
no.
screamed. "Yes," said Filch, very scared.
Alright, so what are the special rules on this one? Maybe we should
All right, so special setup.
Kill the roaches
6
and go
roaches
down.
normal,
We just leave. Oh, I guess we
but
have to
only on
kill
the
the
minion
roaches.
entry places on the kitchen floor.
Okay, so
Place. Okay, so 6 roaches.
Unfortunately, thanks to our fun event, I believe that they just get placed right next to us.
Oh yeah, that's right. The encounter thing.
near the encounter deck. The next time you reveal an encounter card, place all non-ranged figures on that card.
Well, no, wait. Is that an encounter card?
It's not an encounter card. It's part of the scene.
Yeah.
setup.
So if we flip one, the next time we flip one of those over.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Lovely.
So these will go.
We'll do
on
3 and 3.
3 and 3. Yeah.
Seems only fair.
And
All right. So
Well-
assuming I don't miss, I believe I can account for 4 of them.
We'll handle the rest.
place 6 cheese tokens and 2 more roaches on the kitchen counter special area. So anywhere on the counter.
Okay.
Okay. New plan.
He's all the cheese.
We get the cheese.
We can divide that
special
up.
surge. So if the surge happens, there's a special thing that happens.
Okay.
Special rule: hungry roaches. While there is cheese and no mice on the countertop, the roaches there will not move as usual toward the mice. Instead, they will
They'll eat the
attempt to eat the
cheese.
cheese on the
Oh,
countertop.
No, not the cheese.
Roll an action die for each roach on the countertop that is eating cheese. Remove 1 cheese token for each cheese rolled and place it on the minion wheel. If there are no more cheese tokens on the countertop, the roaches return to their normal behavior.
So
And-
we need to get the cheese.
Mm-hmm.
How does one acquire the cheese?
Well, I imagine we killed the roaches and then just search.
Well, to get up there,
We have to climb the.
you have to climb the mop.
Okay.
Or
Oh.
use that.
Oh.
Special rule: gaining Ms. Maggie's attention. When a mouse defeats a roach, roll a die. If a star is not rolled, Ms. Maggie swats that mouse with her mop. That mouse becomes knocked down, and the roach and the roach that was just defeated is placed on the kitchen counter space. If
Oh,
a star is rolled, the mice have successfully captured Ms. Maggie's attention. The party receives the Ms. Maggie Ally Story Achievement Token. Advance the chapter in marker 1 page on the chapter track. Once the party has the Ms. Maggie Ally Token, do not roll again. Do not roll to gain Ms. Maggie's attention any longer.
Okay.
So there's a few things happening here.
I also
And-
missed. I'm supposed to have leather armor as a starting equipment thing too.
Oh, well,
Is that in here or?
it's probably it's going
Okay,
to be
just
there.
search for it and then shuffle.
And then we need the. Nope, don't need that one. Don't need
Keith,
that
why just face him up?
We need the roaches. And we need to have these
We'll
things.
return after going and getting the food that has been delivered.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay. And
And you're out of Vegas.
That was terrible. I'm a shuffler usually.
this is gonna be so bad.
Oh, I think we'll be fine. Well, what do you mean it's gonna be so bad? I think we'll be fine.
There's a special surge in this room that's gonna be bad.
See, this is why we need him to be broken.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
have plenty of cheese to keep doing
What
the
I
thing
need,
too.
what I need to say is that
Oh no.
is that I need to go first.
Okay.
I agree.
So I'm
Oh,
hoping that
yeah.
hoping the tiles will work in my favor.
That's a party. That's the party item. Yeah. So I'm drawing this card at the point of fisherman. Okay.
take it it's a grappling hook.
Yeah, basically. How many bags did they give you?
They gave me 2, and I assumed.
Yep.
A spoon and a single
This
thing
bag
of
has the spoon
Thank you.
and the barbecue sauce, and that is all.
No
straw?
straw?
Not in there. Nope, that's in the other bag with all the food. I think someone might have forgotten something.
Something wrong here.
Indeed.
Okay. So, initiative for...
Please. Yes! We're golden!
Nice.
We're golden, folks.
I'll give another chase.
Wow, the cockroaches really like going in the middle.
Right. So, Filch is bottom of the order. So,
That's fine.
Cheese.
Cheese.
We seem to be running low on cheese.
indeed.
I'm gonna spend 1 to give one of you yahoos an extra turn.
When you...
Okay. So, Maginos.
Do it.
Crack the scroll of teleportation.
Is that a one-time only?
I have no... Unless the scroll says differently. If you want to just check to see how scrolls work. I would imagine it's a one-time thing.
One would assume, but...
But you never know with this game.
I might assume incorrectly, but, you know. One of us is broken. Why shouldn't the rest of us be broken too?
Yeah.
Or...
And there are like 85 roaches, so you know. There won't be for long.
Well, there might be for a little while because every time you kill one, you roll to see if Miss Maggie notices you.
That's true.
If she doesn't, the roach comes back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
A mouse can carry up to 3 items in its pack. Some items have requirements on them. A mouse must meet these to use them. Scrolls are one-use items.
Okay.
A mouse must discard a scroll after using it.
I'm going to discard that. And all 4 of us are going to go up here. And this is just one...
It's all one.
Yeah.
It's all considered one space.
Okay, so I'll just make us all look pretty up here. So, right, I got us all up here. So, get to fighting. I suppose I'll just end my turn. I think using the scroll is the only thing I can do, and I don't want to move. So,
Right.
Okay.
so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Colin.
So I am going to attack one of the roaches that's up there.
Neat.
It's gonna be
I'll get the one.
4, right? No, it doesn't give me an extra.
So it's
Your
one
sword
for the
does.
sword, another one for the dagger, and then 2.
Not one for the dagger.
Oh, not one.
Okay,
dagger
yeah, that's
does
just
not have a
an
bonus.
ability.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's gonna be.
Yeah, it's dead.
So it's squish.
Mhm.
Roll
no
for Miss Maggie.
cheese. Oh, roll it.
So
Just
roll.
one?
You need a star. If not, then... Hey! Immediately, Miss Maggie understands what's going on.
Why are you in a breastplate?
That's your question. Why weren't we mice? That's your first question.
That takes
And
her a
we
minute to-
receive the Miss Maggie Ally Story Achievement token.
Miss Maggie, I swear it's me.
I don't know what that is, Keith.
It's me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I assume
I
it's
think
the
it's the
pie.
Yep.
What
Yeah.
does the pie give us?
That might be something later.
Okay.
Does that need to stay with me, or does it just stay out here?
It just stays out
So
there.
is she gonna keep knocking us now, or is that done?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna spend a cheese. I gave it to
Do you
you
get a
last time.
cheese
I'll give
for
it
killing
to
something,
you
or-
this I get to spend a cheese to give somebody else an extra turn, and you're
Hang
about to
on.
have 52. So.
I have an important question. Keith,
Yeah.
so we're up on the table, which has this red line.
Yep.
Oh.
But can I see off the table to see the ones down here?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
The only
I
reason
go
that was
last.
different because
They will get a turn before me. If you give that to me, it will still allow me to trigger my thing. You don't have to, but
Yeah, give it to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to
as
spread
much
it
as like
around.
we have our own shit, I feel like I just see what my other options were. Because like I have Mystic Blast, but it's just like
Yeah, if you're not going to use it, like, I don't care if you switch.
dead roach.
okay.
Piece of cheese for me.
Since this is the first time we
Ooh,
played
piece
the
of
game, I
cheese.
feel like
Ooh,
Mhm.
piece of
Two
cheese.
cheese.
Ooh,
there's some
piece of
room
cheese.
for
Like a
wiggle.
roach. Oh, and miss.
Oh.
Gasp.
And the minion wheel gets a piece of cheese.
Dun,
Spend two
dun,
cheese.
dun.
Ooh, I am gonna switch. I'm just gonna take
There we
Meeps.
go.
Meeps sounds fun.
Meeps.
The minion wheel gets a piece of cheese.
Oh no! We
What-
get a
what-
surge.
What did you...
I swapped my ability just for Meeps.
Ah.
Because
Okay.
I was just like,
I
Piece
told
of
him I didn't
cheese.
care if he swapped his
Spend
ability
two
because
cheese.
apparently he's not been able to use his.
Oh, okay.
I haven't gotten cheese.
That's a hit. The roach defends. The minion wheel gets another piece of cheese.
Yeah, we got the minion wheel just got filled.
And +1. And piece of cheese for me.
So it filled up?
Yep.
Yep.
Which is
Okay.
apparently a special.
+1.
Special surge. I need the cat's paw.
Oh no.
No!
No!
Snowball, I love you.
How do we get the cheese? How do we get the cheese? Just searching.
Don't kill me.
The whole thing resets. The whole initiative gets reset. Or,
On the upside, I killed 3 roaches.
yeah.
Well done.
And Miss
I'm
Maggie's
looking
no
at the
longer
wrong one.
So we don't
beating
have.
us up.
Yeah.
I kill one more thing and I get to attack
Move
again.
the hourglass marker 1. There is a special rule. Follow the instructions. Brody, which is Brody the cat.
Oh dear.
Okay.
I promise I'll never call you Snowball again.
Okay, and this is not due to rolling, to pulling a card, so it's not the treachery.
The treachery?
Yeah, that's the card.
They know we're here. Place all minions that have range. Large minions on the empty minion entry space that is closest to the mice.
Uh-oh.
He's on the table with us.
Oh no.
Back off!
Easily distracted by cheese.
Get the cheese and run!
Okay,
We're gonna have to kill a cat.
No!
Your time has been this has been a long time coming.
Brody. Brody, no.
and then
Is there a meep stoken over there? Should be like a ladybug. It's that small one above there. I
if no minion cards are on the initiative track, but there are, if there are, simply shuffle up the initiative cards for the new minions that are going to be added and place them on the next available slot. If a boss minion has more than one initiative card, when that boss is going to be placed on the board randomly, choose 2 of the boss to be added. He only has 2. That boss will take a turn for each initiative card they have on the track. If there are minion cards on the track when adding the boss minion,
This is the part where we all die.
place both cards at the bottom of the initiative track as usual. Then follow the ambushing rules for the first of those 2 initiative cards. See page 15 for ambushes.
And
Or
we
not, you know, it's
can't get
possibility.
out until we've defeated the things that are killing us, right?
Yep.
And that includes the cat.
That
We
includes
have to kill my cat.
Does it include the cat? Because the cat is not a minion, I don't
That's
think.
true. Can we escape the cat?
Grab the cheese and run!
How dark if they make you kill your own pet.
Brody chases. Brody pounces.
I don't like either of those.
No, I really don't.
there were things about Brody.
Yeah, there was a specific Brody section.
Yep.
Because I remember seeing.
Okay. Brody is the mean-spirited tomcat who patrols the castle's common areas and is represented on the board by the paw token. Brody does not take up room in a space. Other figures can be placed on top of the paw token to share the space with Brody. When attacking or defending with Brody, any cheese rolled is not added to the minion will. Brody does not move or act like other minions. He instead has 2 initiative cards that cause him to take 2 turns in a round and act differently on each turn.
Yeah.
The rules for his initiative cards are as follows. Brody chases, which is his first one. When Brody chases, roll 2 action die and total the numbers. The result is how far Brody is moved on that turn. Move Brody along the shortest path toward the closest mouse that is not already on Brody's space.
Well.
If 2 or more mice are an equal distance away, Brody will move toward the one that is highest on the initiative track. If there are multiple shortest paths, the players can decide which path Brody will take. If all active mice are on the same space as Brody when he starts his chase, he will not move at all. If Brody has any movement points left after reaching the closest mouse, continue moving Brody toward the next closest mouse following the rules above. Once Brody is done moving, roll a number of action dice equal to the battle value of Brody's chase initiative card. All figures that are on spaces that Brody moved along on this turn, including his start and end spaces, are affected by the attack. Only 1 attack roll is made each time Brody chases. All affected figures must defend against that roll separately.
Well, if you kill the rest of the cockroaches, we can get back down to
we still haven't established if we can leave while Brody's fighting.
Brody pounces. When Brody pounces, choose the space on Brody's room tile that has the most figures on it, minions included, and remove Brody onto that space. If more than one space has an equal number of figures on it, Brody will pounce on the space that contains the figure whose initiative card is highest on the initiative track. Roll once for the pounce's initiative card. Each figure in that space must defend against that same attack separately. Brody will pounce on the space he is already on if it contains the most figures, or if no other spaces have figures on them.
Still doesn't actually answer if we can leave.
Yeah, so
we
what
don't
we
have
need
to
to
kill
know
the
is if
cat.
boss minions stop us from running away.
Doesn't say. The only thing I've seen is that you have to not have any enemies on the space.
I guess he's an enemy.
Yep. We're so dead.
Well, he only has 2 hearts. He's got 1 for pounces and 1 for
What's his defense?
chase. Oh,
It's 4.
that's a lot more. Yeah, this might be where we get dead.
Get got.
An explore action can only be performed when there are no minions on the same room tile as the mice.
But that's his minions.
Minions.
He counts as a boss minion.
He
but
is a boss minion.
Okay.
Okay.
But I don't see how you're supposed to.
We just had to come save.
I'm sorry.
Had to.
I don't even know what we saved her
I
from.
need cheese.
Like, was she screaming about the roaches? I still am confused.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. We're just saving her from bugs. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, and then I need to look up ambush.
Oh,
there's something
illustrious
about
leader.
ambushes.
Come on, it could have been the evil lady. I just thought it was the evil lady.
Ambushes. Some encounter cards include the word
She would never
ambush.
be in the kitchen.
When determining initiative order for an ambush encounter,
I don't know if she was killing the cook, she might be.
Then roll an action die for each minion initiative card on the initiative track, one at a time.
Someone needs to make her food.
Okay, the first.
Yeah, she can outsource.
Move that card up on the initiative track. A number of spaces equal to the number rolled on the die.
Are there rules for switching sides?
Okay,
can
so
ally
I
with
need
the
you
cast?
to roll 3 of the roll 3 die.
What are we looking for?
The total number
4.
4. So this goes up 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything else moves down 1. Okay.
I believe it's the cockroach's turn, right?
No, Colin still.
No, Colin took his turn.
Colin took his turn, gave you a turn to do things.
Well, gave me an action that I then used to trigger all my other actions.
Right. Oi.
And now it's the roach's turn.
Yeah, it doesn't. So it doesn't say
Yeah,
anything
I'll do it with the
about
roaches. We'll start with these two.
cheese. Can we? I don't know if we can
3
take the
and 2.
cheese.
I mean, I assume we can. Why else would it be there?
These 2.
Have we been counting like each of the when the numbers roll like that many bows and arrows?
No, that doesn't matter.
No,
So
that's just from their movement.
So how are we supposed to win against the cat?
I mean, we can win. It's not gonna it has a lot of
can't.
defense.
Like look at the health. Like we
You
can.
could,
But,
but
like,
he
the
could roll.
defense.
But he could roll none.
That's true.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay.
he could roll no defense.
All right,
That's
all
true.
the
It just
all
is
the,
unlikely.
Yeah, all the cockroaches are done because all they did was use movement. So next up is Nyx.
Yeah. Okay.
Get the cat!
Kill the cat.
Okay. I'm in the same space as the cat, which is not great.
Give it all you've got.
Hit it hard.
So the
We're all in the same space
so
together.
I only get to
together. We'll all die smattered blood.
so
It's
I
a
only get to
It's
roll
like crunch.
3.
Those cheeses.
So I only get to roll 3.
I spend them on you. I don't give them
I've been
to you.
putting
okay,
them in. I knew that you didn't give them to me.
As I was like, wait, I've just been handing those to him. I haven't been paying attention.
No cheese because he.
He eats. He keeps you from getting
keeps
cheese,
you
so
from
you
getting
do
cheese.
nothing.
And
Let me look at that again. Hang on.
no, that's fine.
I mean, he's a big cat, so I don't know. Maybe he's actually a kitten.
That is not a kitten paw.
No.
Kittens will not have that.
To be fair, I think I'd be more
developed
afraid of a kitten.
They hurt. They're so sharp.
Rory
Everything
does
about
not
them
take
is so
one
sharp.
Other figures
We used to
can
have
use
kittens.
when
We
attacking
had cats
or
we used to
defending. When attacking
birth
or
in.
defending with Brody, any cheese rolled is not added to the minion wheel.
Oh, so you do get your cheese.
You
Yes.
get cheese.
2 cheese for you.
I have a feeling I'm going to need it for first aid.
Well, I'm just going to do the 4 for Brody.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, he didn't have any,
He didn't have any
Shields.
defense,
Oh.
but
so
not that it matters.
yeah. I feel kind of.
that was my action, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I would say you could move, but there's not actually a point in moving because it sounds like Brody can get you anywhere you go.
Yeah.
And safety in numbers, I suppose.
Yeah. Did we already killed the cockroaches that were on the table, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
All
so,
of the cockroaches are here on the floor still.
Awesome. Okay then. I think that's my turn. Filch.
Do we want me to attack the minions or attack Brody?
can the minions get to us from the floor?
Not this round,
But they are coming.
but they are coming.
Which is the most advantageous for you to be able
It's
to do?
kind of it's up in the air. So for every minion I kill, I get a cheese. So if I attack the cockroaches, I get more cheese. But I also think I might have the best shot of actually attacking Brody, because if I roll the bow with a star on it, it counts as 2 successes instead of 1.
I would go for
Do
Brody.
Okay.
We can hold off a little bit because it's harder. It's harder to get hit by cockroaches.
Yeah.
So that's 2 cheese for me, and that's 2 successes. So if somebody wants to roll for Brody,
I'll roll for Brody. He gets 4.
Yeah.
you get 2.
So he balances out, so no damage.
Ah.
So you fire
2
again.
cheese.
Yeah, do it.
To attack again. Well, that's useless. Well, that's good. Well, that's useless. 2 hits.
Oh.
Okay, one goes through. One goes
All right,
through.
so I
And it
deal
only
1
hits
point of
the one.
damage to Brody.
So.
Okay, so which one of the initiatives do you want to take off the board? Because that's what's going to happen.
Probably the next one coming up.
Yeah, let's do the
I'll try it. I'll hit Brody.
Okay, I'll take the pounce.
Okay, so the pounce is off.
Bounces off.
We're going to kill my
Wait,
cat.
does that count as defeating a minion?
Once you eliminate both of his initiative cards.
Okay.
All right.
Because
your turn.
he is still on the board.
All right, back to the top of the round, which is
Okay. Meginus.
I'll just take my staff and whack it
Whack-a-mole.
with my 1.
Wait, can you not attack with your magic staff?
That is with the magic staff.
Well, then you use this.
Oh,
not
do
your
I use
might.
magic?
Well, that's because that's what the magic staff uses.
Is
Oh,
it?
never mind. That's ranged.
Yeah, it's ranged.
But you do get the bonus +1. So
For
you get-
ranged?
So it's a ranged attack. So
Okay.
you get 1 from your that +1.
Okay.
So you get 2 dice.
Okay.
It's a
And
hit.
That is a hit.
Okay.
So roll Brody's
Danny,
defense.
Danny, roll for Brody.
Roll those 4 for Brody. Oh!
Woo!
Lead! Whack!
Nice.
Brody's gone.
Dear goodness.
Get out of here!
Defend the cheese.
Defend the cheese! We can use it to power our abilities!
Good job.
Oh,
Good
All right,
job
Colin.
for rolling crap.
I know. I'm delighted.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I can do. I can't like get the cheese. So
I don't know how to get the cheese.
Does it-
There has to be a way to get the cheese.
Can you not just use an action to pick it up like you would searching?
I don't know. Is there a specific?
There's nothing specific about it in the chapter. The only thing, while there is cheese and no mice on the countertop, the roaches there will not move as usual toward the mice. Instead, they will attempt to eat the cheese. It doesn't say anything about. So it doesn't say anything in the chapter about it.
Can I just see? Just so I just
Well, Colin,
look while
it's your turn.
I mean, I can't. I don't have range.
You could go down and hit one.
Well, I suppose I could do that.
What are the rules for going down, Keith?
Because we'd have to at some point anyway.
You can actually set the fish hook to give you another way down.
Do we need another way down?
not necessarily.
Well, what are the? We don't even know what the rules are.
Yeah, let's figure that part out.
Okay. So
Isn't it the book that Braden has that you need?
no, this is the rules, and this has.
Yeah, it doesn't say what you do with the cheese.
I would think you'd have to be able to like effectively
I
use that like a search.
assume once we defeat all of the minions,
That
I
would be
assume
my
we just get the
assumption.
cheese. I assume it's just like as long as the cheese is still around, or once all of the minions are gone, you get all of the cheese. But the issue is you gotta kill all of the cockroaches fast because they're gonna eat the cheese.
And every cheese they eat adds to the wheel. And when the wheel fills up, Brody comes.
That was probably the
But
best use
where
of the
did it go?
teleport scroll.
Yellow and red lines. Red lines. Mice cannot move from one space to another if they must cross a red line to do so. Spaces divided by a red line are not considered adjacent to one another. Yellow lines. Each yellow line that divides two spaces is marked with an arrow that points in one direction. Crossing a yellow line against the direction of that arrow costs 3 spaces of movement. Crossing a yellow line in the direction of the arrow costs the usual 1 space of movement.
So you can go down without any difference. It's going up that costs extra.
That makes sense.
Spaces divided by a yellow line are considered adjacent to one another.
Yeah, so I can get 3? 2. That one is a 2.
Plus your movement.
Plus, so 4.
Okay, so down 1 puts you here.
Hang on, because I think your movement has to stop if there are
minions. I mean, that still puts you in a place where you can attack one of them.
Yeah.
Scoring melee.
Yeah, oh, you go for it. I've been doing a lot of rolling.
Oh, you get 2
cheeses and an attack.
And but it
You
blocks.
survived.
But I'll also give this to you.
Actually, you'll spend it to give me an action.
Yeah. That. That's what I mean.
Yeah. When a mouse moves into a space occupied by a minion, the mouse must end its move.
You're good. 1 down.
So 1 down.
Squish.
I get a cheese, and I spend 2 cheese to make another attack.
That's another one dead.
I get a cheese, because I rolled a cheese. I kill 1, which means I get another cheese, which means I can spend 2 cheese to make another attack. That's nothing.
Yeah, no, it's even with.
It's a wash. Okay.
So another one.
Nope.
Oh, right, you.
Nope,
That was
I
right.
missed.
Okay.
But it was a good run.
Yep.
And now it's the cockroach's turn.
'Tis.
So roll their
Twas.
movement.
How many are there?
2.
2 and 2. So basically, they're just gonna.
They get here. They can't go up because it costs 3 movement. To
Yeah,
go
but they're
up.
just gonna munch on Colin. So. Alright,
Well,
Colin,
but
get
they
you
don't.
Why?
Because as long as there's cheese on the table, they go after the cheese.
Only the ones that were on the
Only the
table.
ones that are on the
Yeah.
table. Okay, so yeah.
What's your defense?
I've got 2 defense.
Plus your armor.
That's what
That's
the
what's
armor.
So they hit for 1.
They hit you for 1,
But
but
I'm
you
gonna-
get a cheese.
I get a cheese?
Because you rolled a cheese.
Oh, well, I'm gonna give the cheese back because they'll take that instead of my health, right?
They're not greedy. I don't think they're greedy cockroaches.
Oh, they're different roaches?
They're just regular cockroaches.
Oh. Well, I was just assuming I was gonna be fine,
Yeah, I
so
would
I was
just double check
rushing
that,
blindly.
Yeah, they're
in.
just regular cockroaches.
they're
they're
just
not the
regular
greedy ones.
Well,
Piece of cheese.
I'm
And
gonna ouch.
down 1.
We can get next to fix you up. All right, do it again.
Roll better.
You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all ranged. Okay.
That's the cockroach's turn next.
My turn.
You can move down there if you'd like.
Yeah, I will move down there. And first things first, I'm going to use my first aid ability. And you can remove that wound. And that is as a free action. So now I'm going to swing my hammer and attempt to kill a cockroach.
How many?
I will
I believe
need
it's 4.
4, yes.
Cheese.
What's the defense for cockroaches?
1.
1.
Cheese.
Cheese on the minion wheel.
Cheese on the menu wheel, but it's dead. So, all right. Next up is Filch.
Kill the beast. Kill the beast. I can just kill the roaches.
Yep, it's gone.
2 pieces of cheese.
And a dead roach.
Loot the room. Get the cheese.
Yeah, as I say, how do we want to... Like,
I-
I have to assume we can get it. but
but I don't know how.
Would you like me to assume that I use my entire turn to get the cheese?
I mean, there's 6 pieces there.
How do we want to say we do this?
So everybody take 1, and then the other 2 go in the stash.
sure.
The community
Or yeah,
thing.
there's 2. Put those in the community,
Community.
and I'll take one for
That
myself.
was one of those weird things where.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, by the by, anytime you have 6 cheese, you can spend them to level up as your action. You can spend them to level up and get another ability.
Oh.
Oh, well, I would have been saving cheese more often than okay.
I leveled up.
It's not,
Level up.
you gotta do it on your turn.
Well, fun fact. It's
Yep.
Colin's turn.
We'll assume my turn was distributing cheese. I will take that if you want to move the cockroaches out of initiative.
Actually, hang on. Yes, so you killed the last one on your turn, didn't you?
I did, so that we get one more.
Okay.
I will say I spent
then
my
you-
turn distributing and
Okay.
gathering the cheese. So Colin,
So Colin,
we'll let Colin level up. We'll let you look at
now
through
you can
those.
only use one of your abilities per
Per
round.
Right.
That makes sense.
Ah.
But yours just lets you just keep going.
No.
Do you want to take
Honestly,
us back
though,
down?
that probably means that you can only do it once. You can only use one ability per round.
That would make sense.
So
It's-
we
it's
can
not
do that
as
moving
broken.
forward.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, that
wanna-
makes more
Do
sense.
you want to take us back down?
Or should everybody search the room while we're here? Once.
Everyone- yeah, we can have
It
everyone
adds one
search
more
once.
cheese to the wheel, but
We get an opportunity to get more stuff. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
One for you. One for you. And then roll to see if you get a star.
Oh, hey, I got something.
No, I didn't get anything.
I did
so
not get anything.
okay, so Filch gets that one.
Oh, sorry.
Because Filch.
Oh, I got the Sorrow Blade.
Oh. You want to get that? Hand me the
Ooh.
dice.
That's a +2.
This is where all.
Okay, let's see.
Oh. Oh, I don't like that.
who's got the highest defense?
I have 2.
Probably.
I have 2.
You two are totally tied.
I guess we're all tied then, because I have 2 as well.
Who
So-
doesn't have a full pause of weapons?
I am now fully pawed.
I suppose I would just go ahead and grab the toothpick then. When you defend against a melee attack, if any cheese is rolled, this mouse may immediately inflict one unblockable wound on the attacking minion for each cheese rolled.
Can you use that?
I don't see why not. Oh, no, that's 2.
Yeah, no. That was the issue. But I think that bow is going to be better for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does the toothpick give you? Just.
So when you're defending against a melee attack, if you roll cheese, you can inflict one unblockable
Oh.
wound.
That's nice.
So, level up question for you guys.
Okay.
I have the choice between getting the ability to swap initiatives between,
Between rounds.
yeah, like I can swap initiative between
That
me
might
and
be
another
smarter.
mouse.
Oh, thank you.
So that can potentially be helpful. Or I could start the turn. Honestly, it's not that different than the one I've already got. And until the end of the round, the chosen mouse, after the chosen mouse performs an action, it can spend 1 cheese to perform an extra action.
So I can't actually use that.
Well, neither can I currently, but I feel like you're the most likely to be getting into melee fights.
Good point.
So you might as well hold on to it.
Or you can give it to Colin. Colin could use it too.
So
Colin's got a lot of useful.
So I drew the Sorrow Blade.
What does the Sorrow Blade do?
After attacking with this blade, if one or more, so if one or more sword and shield star
Mm-hmm.
were rolled, place 1 wound marker on this mouse.
Oh, so it's a cursed item.
It's a cursed item.
Oh.
Oh no! Is it good other than that?
It's +2.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's that.
I mean, of everybody who we give that to, you're the best bet. Since you can heal and you've got 4.
Yeah. So my hammer is +2, my starting weapon, but it's also a 2-handed weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So I may actually equip the sorrow blade in one hand and the throwing daggers in the other.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And so we just have. You want to just put those 2 in the center? So if anyone's just like, hey, I might need those for later, we can always just put them in the middle.
Well, Nez's hammer requires
not
Nez,
for yours.
but the
Yeah, we can put the toothpick.
toothpick can go in
My
there.
hands are full.
I would use it, but like I would rather stay out of range.
Yeah.
As a squishy
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. Okay, so that was we added the cheese, right? So it's back around to me. Let me. So I've got to roll my. I need a 2
What are
are
you
you
rolling
doing?
for?
To get to the
to
exit.
movement to get to the exit. And then that's a 1, and I have 1, so that gets me to the thing. 2. And then we flip it.
Do we have to worry about resetting the?
No, because it's only when you go to places where
You haven't been.
you haven't been.
Do we want to just assume that we get to the next room?
I mean, everybody has searched in this room already.
Yeah.
And found something, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
all
we
spend a
still
turn
have
looking.
to. I mean, we still have to like spend the movement to get there.
Oh, right, because that could add more to the minion wheel.
Fair enough. Okay.
Filch.
So 4.
4 movement.
That'll get you there.
1, 2, 3, 4, and we explore.
We explore, and now we go to the next room. All right. Now, this is the.
So we just gotta get to the opposite side of the room, I assume.
Yeah. So there's nothing special about this particular room.
The opposite side of the room doesn't go anywhere. So we just have to pick.
Well,
up
no,
or
that's
down.
a go up.
Oh, it's an up. Okay, yeah.
I assume that's where you have to go.
So, here's the thing: since there's nothing special about,
Oh, no.
I don't trust that.
I have to flip a card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which.
And this is the.
Which triggers the event
Which
where they all
triggers
start
the-
right on top
yeah.
of
So
us.
what does that do again?
All right. So we are in page 3. 1 centipede and 2 rats.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, next time you place all non-ranged figures on that card in spaces adjacent to the mice.
Oh dear.
Oh no!
Okay, let's see. We're coming in on that
So,
space.
yeah, so you're going to want to put them here, and
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then
basically right there.
Reroll initiative.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh boy. Hey, Goliath, hail victory.
Cave centipede. Was it cave centipede or regular centipede? Is there a difference? Doesn't appear to be. No. So just a centipede and the rats.
Rats. We have the rats. So they're running out of the back. Michael, it's your birthday today. Get ice cream. It's on its way. Michael, good. I have no idea. I'll show you a video.
Okay.
It gives no context other than just the song.
It's not gonna help.
I
at
don't
all,
even know
but
where
you're
it's.
showing me a
Maybe
video.
it's Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know.
I mean, there is a
It's-
giant rat.
Yeah, it's the only one I can
He's a
assume that.
mouse.
He's a rat.
Yeah, no, he's a rat.
Is he?
Yeah, Chuck E. Entertainment.
I mean, have you seen
Cheese.
his tail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know that's the actual middle name is Entertainment? Chuck E. Cheese. The E stands for entertainment.
That's like a.
That's a choice.
That's a Utah name.
Okay.
Actually, entertainment is very much what would be a very Utah name.
It's a
Alright,
very
so I
Utah
get to go
name.
My
first.
name's entertainment. My family just loves
Then
the
Colin.
name. Oh, Colin gets a cheese.
Then Maginos. Then Filch.
Oh, we all get to go first.
Then the Centipede.
Oh, what's the centipede?
Whoo!
And
3 and 2. It's not that bad.
It's not-
Nah, but look at how many hit points it has.
And then the Rat Warriors.
Oh, it's Rat Warriors?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay.
What's the Rat's Warrior's defense?
2.
Should save the rats for me. Because if I kill them, I take cheese off the minion wheel.
We'll leave them to you.
Well, I was planning on going after the big centipede anyway, because it's got
a big centipede.
it's got a big it's a big centipede. When a cave centipede wounds a mouse, place a stun marker on that mouse's initiative.
Oh no. I imagine that's like a lose your turn.
Rat warriors.
We gotta kill the thing.
Is it rat warriors or just regular rats? Is there a difference?
I don't know. Does it say on there?
Because I have not been paying attention to the special abilities on these things, and should have.
All I know is I have tokens over here that say Elite Rat Warrior.
Yeah, that's something different. No, so this is just a rat warrior. After taking a turn with this rat warrior card, switch this card with the one directly above it on the initiative track, if any.
Oh,
Ha! That's interesting.
Yeah,
they get faster.
they do get faster. But be that as it may,
It is your turn.
it is my turn, and I am going to attack the centipede.
How many?
I need 4. And that's 1, just 1,
And a piece of cheese.
and a piece of cheese.
I block it.
Of course you do.
Well, I don't block it. It blocks.
Right, and I am at least going to push forward into its space. I mean, that's all the movement I can do, but
What does it cost for you to change what what weapons you're wielding?
Just changing the card.
it's a free action.
You might want to change to the toothpick.
Why?
Because there's a chance you can deal damage when you're defending in melee.
Oh, that is true. Just sheath the sword and bring out the toothpick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, so unless what you're currently wielding, like, you maybe just want to keep flipping back and forth.
I would just do it. It just keep
Against a
swapping
melee
back and
attack.
forth.
When defending against a melee attack.
Yes, so when the centipede inevitably attacks you on its turn, if you roll a cheese, you deal 1 unblockable point of damage to the centipede.
Share. Equip. Each free action can only be performed once during a mouse's turn. Free action cannot be performed in the middle of performing another action. So
Every other turn you
I can use the free action,
Pull out toothpick.
pull out the
And you
toothpick.
can use the free action at the start of your next turn to pull back to your attacking weapons. And you don't get to use the toothpick that round. And then the next,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just thinking, tactically, this gives you
Yeah.
another chance to inflict damage on the centipede.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yep, that works. And since I'm in its space, it's going to attack me
Yep.
regardless. So, that is my turn. Colin,
So
my prince.
I am going to do the attacky thing. So
Oh.
that's going to be
2 and a
2
cheese.
stabbies.
2 stabbies and a cheese, and The rat gets 2.
Uh,
Defends 1 and
were
attacks
you
1.
attacking a rat?
No, I was attacking the centipede. Sorry.
Is the defense of the centipede still 2?
No, it's 4.
Oh, dang.
Well, you need 2 more.
No, it is still just 2.
Okay, then same thing.
That's-
Yeah,
thing.
same thing.
And I'm gonna spend a cheese.
So the centipede took. You rolled a block and a cheese.
Yeah, rolled a block.
So
of
the
cheese.
centipede took 1.
Now you can still use your ability when I do this, but just once, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Let's do it.
Get them rats.
Well, I get a cheese. And they get a cheese. Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Well, I will spend my 2 cheese to attack again. Ah, there we go. So I get a cheese, and I kill a rat.
Okay, so that's already.
So
So,
I-
that's done.
Take a cheese.
So this is just discard.
Yeah, that's discard. So you killed 1 rat.
Yep.
Rats
And
dead.
I took a cheese off the minion wheel because it was a rat.
Good deal. Okay.
Why did you go?
Because
Colin?
she's letting me go.
Okay.
All right. So Majinos.
I'm going to get into the same space as the centipede. I'm going to spend a cheese to cast Meep on the centipede. Basically, when Meeps place Meep marker under a minion figure on the same tile as Majinos. While on the Meep's marker, that minion rolls 1 less die when defending against an attack from any mouse.
Hooray!
At the beginning of Maginot's next turn, remove the Meep's marker from the board and place it on the Maginot's card, which means he only rolls 1 defense. And only 2 attack
Nice.
until the start of my
Good
next
job.
turn.
Yeah, this is.
And I'm gonna whack him!
This is the ability that works for you.
Would you
That's
like to roll
awesome.
that one?
Sure, I would love to.
That hits.
Cheese on the minion wheel.
Okay.
And another point of damage to the centipede.
Did I roll? No, I did not roll cheese.
That is 2. Oh, BKB.
And then I'm just gonna stay where I am.
And Filch.
Okay, so I can only use 1 per round or per turn. Can I use my abilities?
One
One
per round?
per round.
Okay. Well, because I used it from his thing, so I just need to know if I get to use it again on my turn or if it's I've already used
Got
it.
it. Got it.
All right. Well, let's attack the other rat. That's a wash.
Miss. You can use your dagger
Why?
to kill it.
But then we'd have to re-roll
Okay.
because I get less dice.
So miss on both fronts.
Okay.
Then
Cave.
it's the centipede.
Centipede.
Who was it? You? Yeah, it's attacking you.
Yeah.
With its -1, so it only gets 2 dice versus your what's your defense?
My defense is 2.
Alright, so you go. I'll roll first. Ooh. Okay.
Come on, Keith.
You get a cheese.
You take 2 hits, but you do deal 1 point of damage to the centipede.
Yes.
Yes.
And you get a cheese.
All right. So I get a cheese.
That's for the centipede.
And that's for him. But I am also stunned.
Yeah, you take 2 and are stunned.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Take 2.
Oh, he hit you for 2.
He hit you for 2
Oh,
and you
yeah.
didn't block either of them.
Oof. Oh.
It's the rat's turn. You, since you're on
Sure.
right next to it. Oh, 1. So you gotta get. You get a cheese, but you do take a damage. That's the rat's turn. Back to the top of the round with.
And it moves up in initiative.
That's true.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Your turn.
What
I'm
happens
Here it is,
stunned.
I was gonna say, what happens when you're stunned, Keith?
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
when I'm stunned,
As I say, you two might have to finish it off.
Yeah.
On the upside, we just need to hit it one time.
17.
So you're stunned too.
No,
No.
I just got hit by the rat.
And it only has
Oh,
one
okay.
dice to defend itself.
Stunned and webbed. When a mouse becomes stunned or webbed, place the.
I only have
A
webs
stunned
that-
mouse can move normally, but the only action it can take is a recover action.
What's the recover action?
Where you get unstunned, I guess?
As I say, is there a way to heal?
Keith did not know this.
I was about to say, I feel like this is valuable information.
Indeed.
When a stunned mouse performs a recover action, remove the stun marker from its initiative card.
Okay.
It just basically,
Yeah, you unstun.
I unstun. I lose
Your turn.
my turn, other than being able to move.
Do you want to move or do you want to just stay where you're at? Because statistically, both the rat and the centipede should die this turn.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Are you gonna use your free action to heal 1 for 2 cheese?
Yes.
Okay. I can see how you can do multiple chapters in a day.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've only been going about 3 hours since the start, ish. So,
Colin,
Okay.
finish off the
Yep.
centipede
Do my 3 swing thing there.
versus his 1. A cheese.
Put a cheese on the minion wheel.
Yeah.
But at least
But
we
don't
killed the
bother, because we
centipede.
filled it up, so it's a surge.
But
But
we
yeah, we
killed
did
the
kill the
centipede.
centipede.
2 more rats.
That stays on the tile.
Yeah.
And I can pass. Oh, yeah. I have 1 cheese, so I can give
Sure.
you a turn, an action,
To kill the rat.
kill that rat thing.
There we go.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The rat's dead.
One's
Rat's
gone.
dead.
Well, there's 2 more
I got
rats.
cheese.
Is it just 2 rats?
That is the surge. Is 2
I spent
rats.
2
Okay.
cheese. Attack one of the rats.
One. Okay, defend and a cheese.
And I put the cheese on. Okay.
Next up is Machinus, which is me.
So did
Did
it actually defend?
It did.
Yeah.
It blocked
Okay.
my attack.
Yeah, it's a cheap thing to do, but I suppose I will just whoosh at one of the rats.
Good
So
call.
Yeah. So the only one you can see is this one.
That's the one I was planning on going for. Do you want to defend for him?
Sure. Oh no. We were washed.
Well, I was using
Actually,
ranged
yeah,
anyway.
he actually used range, so he didn't hit at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But hey, no cheese.
I get double cheese if I roll for cheese in an attack, and I have not rolled a single cheese on an attack.
Gosh dang it.
That's I'll just roll to see what my movement is. 3. I'll just go right here. I'll just go right here. I won't use the whole movement, but I'll at least stand there.
Okay.
Filch.
Which one are you attacking?
Oh,
And it
that
doesn't
one
matter.
is-
It blocked. I was attacking this one, but it blocked.
Ugh.
So,
You
It's the
gonna
rat's
move, or
turn.
you gonna stay where you are?
you know, it doesn't really matter if I moved or not, so I'll just stay where I am.
Okay.
Rat's turn.
Oh, yes. So first thing they do is, oh yeah, moving. So 2, and he's gonna come towards you.
One towards you, one
Yep.
towards me.
Yep.
What's their attack?
Would you roll those 2 for me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Cheese!
Cheese!
I got a cheese.
Which means you get double the cheese, right?
No.
No, it's when he's attacking.
When I'm attacking.
Oh, I thought it was like an effect.
Cheese and 2 hits.
Two cheese and 2 hits.
Ouch.
And then what's your defense, Keith?
2.
There's your 2 versus their 2. You gotta get
cheese on the minion wheel.
menu
And cheese for you, but you take a hit.
Yeah.
Ow.
That's the rat's turn.
Okay.
And now the rats move up above me in initiative.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I am...
Are you gonna heal?
Please.
Uh,
You gotta, Keith. You gotta.
oh, wait. Because I rolled a cheese on my defense, and I had toothpick out.
That's true,
Yes.
Ha
yeah. One is down.
Might I recommend healing him who's 1 point away from dying?
Yeah.
You should definitely do that.
Okay. So, movement first. I can't get there. Yes, I can.
Yes, again.
1, 2. Free action to heal you 1.
Thank you.
Um,
The weight on my shoulders.
I can't change. I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I can't change my toothpick. No, it's because I used my free action.
Oh,
to
you only
heal.
get 1 free action?
Okay.
Yeah. So I have to attack with toothpick.
That's fine.
But okay, so I'm only gonna get 2.
Well, it only gets 2. Cheese.
It blocks you and puts a cheese on the minion wheel. These damn rats.
Okay.
Colin,
It's okay. I'm gonna hit
roll your
You gotta roll to move.
Roll
Oh,
your
yeah,
move.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the rat. Now.
Cheese.
Ha! I get it.
And
You
cheese
do
on the
get it.
minion wheel.
Oof.
Alright, all enemies are taken care of. For the time being.
Let's
Okay.
get the hell out of here now.
Maginos.
I will move. 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just make sure nothing happens.
There's not a trap. We're good.
No.
I suppose I'll just search the room. I do find something. A S card.
Oh, sorry. He started picking up cards, and I was like, yo.
Ooh, a fickle amulet. When the mouse wearing this accessory is attacked by a minion, you may force the minion to reroll any cheese results it rolled. The minion must keep the second result.
Ooh.
Nice.
This will be so.
6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm also gonna search. And I find nothing.
Add another cheese to the board. Next. Let's get out of here. 2.
So, how many is that actually? Do you have extra movement?
Just
No.
1.
Oh, okay. And so,
Would you like to search, Keith?
Or
or-
search and heal.
Yeah.
Search and heal, search and
I can't heal.
He needs 1.
I need
he
one
needs
more.
2 cheese.
there's
You can use your free action to
cheese.
switch.
Oh,
yeah, there's
there is a
community
community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take community cheese.
So yeah, there's that. And then I will search.
Hey, you find something.
Huzzah!
What did I find?
Bathroom.
Yeah,
If my turn
Ooh.
comes around, I move us into the next place.
yeah. I'll probably.
There you go.
What is this? A scorching wand. When attacking with this wand, instead of rolling a number of dice equal to this mouse's battle, roll a dice equal to its law. That's amazing. It's far more powerful than what I've got.
Let's do that then.
Do that then. yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna search 2.
You do not find
I did
anything.
not find
Anyone got
anything.
a one-armed hand thing?
Move. 1. So 3.
You're still faster than me.
It's not hard. You're carrying a hammer and you're a mouse.
In your mouse?
You're carrying a hammer and you're a mouse.
Oh.
Doesn't go well. Either.
All right, Maginus.
My movement is enough to get to the doorway and take
Let's
us.
go.
Do we flip the board or?
Flip the board.
Okay. Good heavens! It's a
We
child.
made it outside. Ah, the tree.
So
Is
hang
that
on.
the tree?
That is the tree.
We might just make it, guys. Maybe.
So we're in that spot there.
There's pretty much definitely a boss.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And I.
And then go to clear initiative.
Yes.
Yeah, the tree looks very
There's
nice.
not any.
Bull crap. I was about to say.
Okay, so we are 4. This is
What do we
4.
got? What do we got in 4?
1 spider and 1 centipede.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Do we just want to roll randomly? 1 through 2. So I'll roll for the spider. 1, 2, 3. 3. So the
Well,
spider goes.
there's actually, I think there's actually rules for the large things.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I need to find the speed.
The speeder. The speeder.
Okay.
Look at the speeder. The Spiderman. The Spiderman.
Large
It's
ones.
very like adjacent to Swedish Chef.
Hello, pretty. Protein.
With the cheese.
With the cheese. Make the cheese.
On the empty minion space that is closest to the mice.
Oh, so it's
One
just
at a time,
basically-
place any large minions on the empty minion entry space that is closest to the mice.
So we'll
Uh,
just put one on each.
Yeah.
Well, you've got the.
Yeah.
Santa to the left of me, spider to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you, and that's what we do. That's actually my favorite song.
I really like that one.
That is one of my
That's a good
favorite
one.
songs.
Oh.
You should.
Pardon?
And then the surge is another spider.
Oh,
Oh no.
ruh-roh, right.
Except we don't
We
have
don't even
another
have another
token.
spider. So I guess we just use a rat.
We'll forgive. If that should happen, should the time come.
Or an upside down roach.
Have you added spider and centipede to the initiative cards?
Mm-hmm.
Upside down roach?
Well, when the time comes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, I think. Oh,
Does
hold
the
on.
surge happen early? What?
But cheese.
Grommet?
Cheese. Another one of my favorite animation styles.
I really enjoy
They're
that a
coming
lot.
out with a VR. They're coming out with a VR game quite soon.
Really?
Yeah. And I think there's supposed to be another movie or short here next year.
Huh.
Because the last one was a matter of loaf and death.
Yeah.
I really liked those. They were really
They're
good.
really good.
It just takes a lot of
Oh, so
time.
much.
Because it's not like some of their newer stuff where they do CGI stuff.
Yeah.
Like they did with, they did that with,
There's a pirate one.
no, the pirate one was done with
That
Time
was
Stop.
old school?
No, the one after that, which was the cavemen soccer.
Oh.
Yeah, that one was done with,
With CGI.
it was CGI.
Okay. I don't think I've seen that one.
Neither have I.
Yeah, I like stop motion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it is so lengthy a process.
If a surge requires minion figures to be placed and there are not enough of those figures available, place as many as possible and ignore the rest.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So
No
this
bonus
is
spider.
actually this is actually a good time to
As
have
long
a
as we
surge.
don't kill the spider before the surge.
Right.
But I don't know how hard it is to kill the spider.
Kill the beast.
Ugh.
Kill the beast.
Okay. Just go ahead and place our initiative. Colin, you do not get cheese this turn.
Because you finally get to go first.
Wait for it.
Way far away.
Speeder. Maginos.
It is I, Majunus.
Oh no, I can't use that. Never mind.
Majunus.
I mean, I can, but it doesn't.
Nez
I don't like how the centipede goes
and the
last.
centipede.
What's the weird stuff the spider does?
Poison. All wounds inflicted by a spider are considered poison wounds.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I don't think we can heal from that.
Oh no. So we kill the spider as fast as possible.
Yes.
Okay. It has
A centipede and a
3.
spider. The spider inflicts poison damage instead of wounds.
What does poison damage do?
It just deals hearts.
Some
But
wounds can
we don't
be
have a way of
poison
getting rid of
wounds.
poison.
When placing a poison wound marker, place it green side up. Poison wound markers cannot be healed by normal healing spells and scrolls. They require special antidotes or cure spells.
So, what's the defense of the spider?
3.
So I'm gonna go in first, and then I'm gonna.
Oh
give
yes,
you a turn.
please tell us what happens, Keith.
The mice burst from a minuscule crack in the castle wall and out into the harsh brightness of the courtyard. Colin shielded his eyes from the glaring sun and then nodded to the old gnarled oak that grew tall and twisting on the opposite side. I climbed that tree many times as a child, he said. I doubt I shall be able to climb it again like this. You're not so old now, my lad, said Maginos, nudging him. Besides, these new nails of ours are probably sharp enough for us to scamper right up its trunk. Perhaps we should take cover at the tree now, said Tilda, and she pointed at a section of the stone wall that surrounded the courtyard. Perched atop the aging mortared stone was an enormous old crow. It cocked its head and looked at the mice from one eye and then the other. To the tree! Cried Maginos.
You faster!
We have to deal with a crow too.
Special rule, tree entrance. This space is the destination space for this chapter. A figure can only move onto or off of the tree entrance from the courtyard space adjacent to the hole in the trunk.
Makes sense.
All other courtyard spaces that share a border with the old gnarled tree are not considered adjacent. While on the tree entrance space, mice are safe from the old crow, but do not have a clear line of sight to any courtyard space other than the space adjacent to the hole. Minion figures cannot move onto the tree entrance space.
But they can attack us from it.
Special rule, the dastardly old crow. When rolling to move a mouse or minion, if a player rolls a 1 on the action die, the old crow swoops on the moving figure, causing 1 unblockable wound.
Oh no. Ruh-roh, right?
Okay.
Do we have to kill the minions to enter the tree?
Not to... I mean...
What are the escape rules for
I was
this?
gonna say, do we just bum rush for the tree and ignore the...
So the victory rules for the chapter are escape the castle by getting all mice to the old gnarled tree space in the courtyard before the hourglass marker reaches the chapter end on the chapter track.
So we just all have to get.
Yeah, so we just run.
Yep.
We just run.
Okay, so if that is the agreed upon measure, I'm going to run. So that
3
is...
plus.
That's 2.
That's a 2.
So 2 plus 2. So we're going to go 4 forward. 1, 2, 4. Okay.
Okay. And
I'm still going to go ahead and give...
Sure.
Both of you have range. Who wants it?
I'm not holding my ranged right now.
Oh, okay.
So me.
So you. Go for the spider, apparently.
Yeah, no, the spider will screw us up.
Oh, that's 1.
What's the defense of the spider?
3.
Oh, the spider's absolutely going to catch us. I should have fought the spider.
It blocks everything.
Dang it. I should have fought the spider.
No, we let it come to us.
So the spider is next, and it will move toward.
Closest mouse.
Hold on. What's its movement?
It doesn't have one. You just roll the dice.
Yeah,
So it's gonna.
on us.
So it can't enter our space because it's a large creature.
Okay.
But it can get adjacent to us and attack. So it's gonna go for whoever's highest on the initiative order, which is you.
How was its attack die? 2. Okay. All right. That's all right.
Oof.
You need
a defense.
I need 1 defense to stay alive.
Hey!
I'm alive, but I'm poisoned.
You are poisoned. Yes.
Oh my hell.
Gotta kill this thing.
Oh no! We gotta run.
There's no way that with its poison stuff that we can heal back from that and keep going.
And
We
if the
need to
centipede
run.
hits you, it stuns you. We just need to run.
Okay, so that's its turn. It's now your turn, Matt.
Run, Maginos! Run!
Like
I'm
the
running
wind.
as fast as I can. 3 plus 5.
Yeah. So you should be 1, 2,
3, 4, 5.
Good.
Shit. I'll hold off on that. I'll fire at the spider.
Yeah.
We'll assume he did that before he got to the space where he can't see anything from.
Well, he's not there yet. So that's the courtyard.
Yeah.
He's in the courtyard.
When you're in the tree.
Is it one
It's-
more space
it's
to
when
the
you're
tree?
in the tree.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
1 and a
cheese.
One and a cheese.
And what's the defense of the spider?
3.
Will you
So Danny.
will you roll that in? Yeah,
It
blocks
blocks it.
I tried to roll as bad as I could.
No,
man.
it's fine.
Okay.
Did it roll any cheese?
No.
No.
Okay.
Filch.
Let's see, Filch. Hit it with everything you've got. 2.
5.
You're where I am.
When the strategy becomes run like hell.
Well, that's a cheese and a hit and 2 hits, so it needs to roll.
Is it
defense.
2? Oh,
Yeah, because it's got the star.
nice.
It blocks 1 and gets a cheese.
So here's the good part of this.
We can't get another spider.
We can't get another spider, but it wipes it off.
Okay. So, and it takes 1 wound.
So it takes 1 wound.
Yeah, because it only blocked 1.
Cool.
And how many hit points does it have?
It's got
3.
2 more.
It's got 2 more.
You might as well.
Yeah.
If you can kill it, that's wonderful. If
Burn it.
not, then you might as well.
Well, that's a cheese for me and nothing else.
Okay, and then I'll just roll to see cheese. 2 cheese.
Oof.
On the wheels part.
It's okay. We're almost there.
Are you gonna attack again?
I can't
Okay.
because we decided I can only use it
Okay.
once per
Your
turn.
turn, Keith. I know.
Okay.
You're not very fast,
Run!
but I
So
would
my
keep the
free-
I would keep the toothpick for your defensive purposes
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Hit it.
as
And
much as
go.
hit it and go as
Well,
or you
okay,
could
okay.
you could
Hear me out. Switch to your good attacking weapons. Swing at the spider once, and then run.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was planning on.
Because
Okay.
maybe you can deal enough damage if you're lucky to take the spider
yeah,
out.
no, go for it.
All
I
right.
should have meat before
So.
So you have to stand on that space.
it has to stand on that in
Okay.
that space.
So.
I forgot.
Well, you get a cheese.
Yep. I mean. Yeah.
No cheese on its
Oh,
part, but it does.
Cheese on my part.
Yep.
God bless America.
Roll
roll
your
the run.
speed.
I'm gonna run. I've not rolled anything above a 1 for my movement all night,
Roll high.
2.
2.
so I can move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And now the centipede
Well, let's see what it rolls. How about a 1? 2.
Does it have any bonus?
Nope.
1, 2.
I don't think
It can't hit you.
No, it can't.
Okay, back to the top of the round, Colin.
Run!
Just get in, Colin.
Okay.
There's nothing you can do. But yes, you can give him an attack. Let him attack.
I could do that.
Yeah, go for the spider
I went-
because
did the wrong
it
one.
might.
Ooh.
That's a cheese, and that's 3 hits.
Come on, screw up. Okay, it does. One gets through.
damage.
1 damage.
Bless you.
And I'm going to spend 2 cheese
And I'll go for
and
it.
shoot it again. And that's a hit.
And a cheese. Come on, get 0. Get 0. Yes!
Woo!
The spider's dead.
This spider is dead.
Okay.
All right.
And I get a cheese.
Well done. Well done.
The spider who would have gone next no longer is function. So cars no longer function.
So as long as our tank gets enough movement to get in the tree,
Mm-hmm.
we
Be
got
okay.
this.
Oh, okay.
And we'll succeed the chapter.
So the spider is dead.
Spider's dead.
Yep, we killed the spider.
Cool.
Since
Which I
the
believe
spider
makes
is
it your turn.
yeah, it's my turn. I'm going to drop meeps on our dear friend there, and then I'm going to scorching wand it. Just get ready to roll that, Danny. Okay, nothing happens, but I do get a cheese. I get 2 cheeses.
Oh yeah.
Because I finally get the ability to use where I get double cheese on attack rolls. Okay, and then for my movement, yeah, no, I get into the tree, and that's my turn, Filch. Fire and go.
Oh, yep. One hit.
Miss. So it takes another.
Yeah.
It takes
What's the
1
damage?
damage.
So that's the first damage done
Yeah.
to it.
And yeah, I run into the tree.
Whee!
All right, it's up to you.
Hurry up, Keith!
Can you do the 2 cheese to hit again? Before you do
No, because I did it when you gave me another turn.
Okay, Keith. Now,
When I did it when I
Okay.
killed the spider.
I would roll to see if you get there first.
Huh,
If
okay.
not, if you
We
do
decided
get
I
there
can only
first,
do
you
it
don't
once
have to
a
worry
round.
about attacking. We just
I
exit.
thought it was like once.
If you
No.
do,
Okay.
you can at least try to hit the.
Well,
Hit it
so
on
the
its turn.
well, the problem is so I can't hit it from where I'm standing.
Right. No, I'm saying roll to see if you get there. If you even get there, we're done with this.
Is that the crow?
That's the crow.
Oh,
So that's a
no.
point of
So you
damage.
just take a point of damage.
And Keith gets to move.
2. So you get to the
1,
base.
2.
And now Keith should...
I'm going to. Oh.
Yeah. No. You use those.
Wait, can we donate cheese to the communal stash at
I
any
mean,
point?
if we can trade other things, I would think so.
Yeah,
If
you
other
can
things
make
are
a
free.
because I don't need all this cheese.
So I'm gonna
Heal.
heal from the wound that I just took.
Here, I'll give you some. I'll give you cheese to level up.
You know what?
Except
Go
imagine
for
we're
it. You
stopping
just-
at
I can't
chapter
do
1.
anything else, so I'm
Yeah.
going to search.
Fair enough. You do find something.
Yeah.
He's running and he goes, "Oh, look at that shiny!" We're like, "No!"
Button shield.
Nice.
That's amazing.
That gives me another +1.
That's good.
Mhm.
That's great. Keep that.
Yeah, I would put the toothpick in the middle then.
Yeah, put the toothpick in the middle. I can only have 3 items.
Yeah,
You can only have 2. Well, you
you can only have 3 in your pack.
This one,
3 in my
if
pack.
you've got one more turn that you're trying to get into the hole, this is still going to give you
No.
the.
It won't deal enough damage to kill the centipede. He will definitely get on it his next turn. He's better off equipping the shield so that he has extra defense to block the attacks.
Oh, but the shield does take a hand.
Yes. Which is why you couldn't use the toothpick, because it's two-handed.
But if you dropped one of the other
Yeah, no,
weapons...
I don't worry about the throwing knives for now.
Yeah.
Just go purely defense right now.
Yep.
Well, that was why I was thinking
the
that.
centipede's turn.
That doesn't increase your defense, it just lets you deal damage potentially on an attack, but that damage won't be enough to kill the centipede.
Okay, I see what you're
It
saying.
can potentially get to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One.
But it's not going to.
Meep stays
Good,
there.
good.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Colin?
Search.
Right. Sure.
Might as well. It's not like we can do anything else. Hey, you find
I
something.
found something.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
Magino's
I got catnip.
turn. I'm not gonna do anything except to search. I do find something. There's a lot of this stuff in the bottom of this tree trunk.
People been hiding
Lucky
stuff in
skull
here.
cap, which I can equip.
So that'll go in the...
Instead of rolling defense against an attack, a mouse wearing the skull cap may discard this card to ignore all hits from that attack.
Nice. Filch is going to spend all his cheese to level up.
Yep.
Yes.
Read that to me again.
Instead of rolling defense against an attack, a mouse wearing the skull cap may discard this card to ignore all hits from that attack.
It's only usable by the mystic, the scamp, and the healer.
Or the healer, yeah.
Ah.
No, I would have given it to you had you
Dang
been
it.
able to
Somebody
wear
want
it.
to hand me the scamp abilities?
Okay.
I mean, it's not like it matters at this point, Keith, because you can move at the start of your turn and you can make it into the tree.
It's just more stuff of what we have. Well,
Yep.
speaking of which, it is
Filch.
Filch. Well, he just searched. He just
I
leveled
leveled
up.
up. It's your turn.
So
Okay.
it is your turn. All you gotta do is just roll.
Just roll. You're
You
in.
do take a damage,
I do take
but
damage.
you're just basically out of there.
Woo!
We escaped the castle. All right, where's the out?
The story continues. As the party neared the shadowy base of the old tree, they were startled by the shapes of several mice poking their furry heads up from the tall grasses. "This way," hissed a mouse, and the strangers quickly vanished into a small hole that opened beneath a twisted root. This new encouragement bolstered the spirits of the party, even as they heard the caw of the vicious old crow and the terrified shriek of the rat it claimed as a prey. They walked through the twisted tunnel carved into the wood of the old tree. There was still enough light falling in from the courtyard entrance behind them that Colin could see the young, friendly faces of their hosts. Both had crude spears carved from twigs, and the white one wore a breastplate made from a walnut shell. "You're not from around here, are you?" asked the light brown field mouse. "No," replied Colin, and he looked questioningly at Maginos. Maginos gave him an approving nod, and the prince said, "We are from the castle." "Oh, I see," said the light brown mouse. His white companion leaned over to him and whispered a little too loudly. "Castle mice aren't very smart, is they?" he hissed. But his companion shushed him. "I wouldn't recommend passing through the courtyard again during the day," continued the brown mouse. "Old Crow doesn't miss much, and his appetite is sizable." "Well, thanks bunches for giving us a way out back there," said Nez. "Where are you lot from?" "Borksburg," said the white mouse. "And where is that?" asked Tilda. "You're in it, lady." The walls of the tunnel gradually fell away, and the castle mice gasped in awe at the cavernous chamber that appeared before them. The cavern ran upward farther than their little mice eyes could see, though a small spot of sunlight seemed to peep down from high above. But the enormity of the cavern was dwarfed by the wonder of the mouse city that filled the tree, with little buildings everywhere, many built into the living wood itself. They were in a bustling marketplace, and everywhere there were wares seemingly pilfered from the castle. The air was rich with the aromas of grain, wood chips, and the natural musk of countless rodents. Several guards joined the party, and Colin and his friends were led to a mighty staircase that ran upward around the width of the cavern. Mousy heads looked up and watched them as they traveled through the city. Filch clearly did not like having so many eyes on him at once. Did nothing wrong, he muttered to himself.
Yes.
The stairway led to a large manse that grew out of the tree wall, and waiting for the party on the landing was an elderly she-mouse. She dried her paws off on her apron, and her red eyes scanned the party as if searching for a particular face. One of the guards whispered in her ear, and she nodded approvingly. "From the castle, eh?" she asked. "Yes, ma'am," said Colin. Yes, my lady." "No titles here, my castle mouse, though many call me mother out of affection. But my name is Lanera, and I am the mayor of Barksburg." "An impressive city, good lady," said Maginot, bowing to her. Lanera smiled proudly at this, then wasted no time in bustling her visitors indoors and filling her wee hands with cheese crumbs and acorn cups of tea. But there was an anxious air about her. "You have been most kind to us, Lanera, but I see that something vexes you," observed Tilda. Lanera smiled, but her little hands trembled. "Our city lives off what we forage from the castle," said the mayor. "This has never been an enterprise devoid of risk, but lately many of our best rangers have gone missing." A tear trickled down Lanera's furry cheek. "Please," she begged, "do you know what has happened to my daughter Lily?"
Okay, so we take pictures, and the next time it's just
Yep.
us four, we pick back up.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
Awesome.
So this has been us playing
This was really fun.
I like
Yeah.
this.
Of Mice
something
and
like-
Mystics.
For something you could pick up and play like within like the 3 hours that we've
Mhm.
played.
Yeah.
But to also do like a, not that like maybe it would be fun to do like an entire day of just doing this game. Like how many chapters are there in the
So in
series?
this book, Sorrow and Remembrance, there are how many chapters?
That's a really depressing name. That doesn't
Um,
bode
doesn't
well
bode
for
well.
the end.
It doesn't. Ooh.
It doesn't say how many like.
I feel like
book
Colin's
things there
dad's gonna die.
Well, I mean, like, yeah. That's
there are 11 chapters.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So not a
This is
full day
not-
thing. This is
yeah,
like this is a
yeah.
whole
This is
campaign.
this is a full campaign that you can play, and
I dig it though.
you can keep
Yeah.
notes and work your way on through the entire campaign. So yeah, it's of Mice and Mystics. I don't know what the publisher is, but it's out there. I've seen it played on several other
Red Hat Games.
Flat Hat Games. Cool. I've seen it played on some other streams as well. I know it's been there. It's a lot of fun. So find it and pick it up. Apparently there are other adventure books you can get as well. So got some replayability. A little bit of randomness to it, but a lot of fun to be had. So yeah. I think that is going to do it for us here this evening. Just a quick reminder, we do have our YouTube channel. You can go out to YouTube, search for Casual Cactus. Casual with a C, Cactus with a K. All of the video content that we do winds up on the YouTube channel, so you can go check that out. All of our main campaigns, smaller side campaigns, one-shots, things like this where we don't have the full cast available and just had to do something to fill some time. We put it all out there. We appreciate any support you have for us over there, so do hit like and subscribe. Make sure you toggle the notifications on so that you always see when we put new content out. We do also run a Discord server that we use mainly to let you guys know what the schedule is going to be for a given week. As a reminder, we are trying to get a second night streaming up and running. We've done it once so far, missed last week. My bad. And we're going to have to skip this week because we are attending FanX here in Salt Lake City. So,
But we will.
but we will eventually get back to two streams a week. that schedule we'll put reminders of on the Discord server, so be sure that you are tuned into that. That's going to do it for us here today. Hope you guys enjoyed this look into Of Mice and Mystics, and remember,
Grab your bats and grab your balls.
and if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a glass house.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.